may not be suitable for all audiences. Listener discretion is advised.
The world's original podcast.
Welcome to Patriots Unfiltered.
I did like 2 or 3 red zone Sundays. He doesn't move.
No? Yeah.
He doesn't move. There's a bathroom behind him, behind the wall.
It's a lot like Paul on Red Zone Sunday.
It's not unrealistic to think on the week of Super Bowl, we might have to cover Coach of the Year, MVP, Assistant Coach of the Year, and several people in the Pro Bowl.
And Evan probably will be at the Shrine Bowl.
Comeback Player of the Year, Stephon Diggs, Mr. Kraft, Bill Belichick, Adam Vinatieri, Rodney Harrison, and potentially the Patriots might be there in the Super Bowl in Santa Clara as well.
People are going to hate us.
I mean, we're talking.
And I love it.
Like,
Evan, were you downplaying playing at Denver? How important it is?
I never do that. No, I've never said
Evan
that
is
before.
underestimating the impact of playing at altitude without proper acclimatization.
I think the Patriots should practice on the top of Mount Washington the week that they.
pretty
Still
cold.
not high enough. And the deafening crowd noise.
Deafening.
I'm just looking at facts. Along with Seattle, that is the loudest stadium in the league. Measurable fact.
No, incorrect.
Amir has a good billboard in case the Patriots win the AFC East.
the Bills?
It should say, "We'll take it from here."
I
I like that.
That's good.
I like that.
That's great.
Good, Amir. Good.
This is Patriots Unfiltered.
Presented by Toyota's official website for deals, buyatoyota.com.
All right, welcome to Patriots Unfiltered. It is Thursday here at Gillette Stadium, and it's the bye week, of course, so we don't have a game to worry about this Sunday, so we can relax and watch the rest of the league either play good or bad football, and then we'll be able to critique it next week. But still a big show. We've got the whole gang here. It's Evan, it's Paul, it's me, it's Deuce, it's Alex and Matt in the booth. And we'll be here for the next 2 hours talking Patriots and whatever else comes up. I got a feeling some other subjects might arise today. I don't know.
do you?
I don't know. When we have our picks today, so that's very important. Got to get our picks in, and I don't have to worry about picking the Patriots.
No.
So
You worry about that?
yeah, I do.
I was just going to say the same
Look,
thing.
I'm the one that picked against them a couple weeks ago, so
Oh, he still feels bad about that.
I do. I do.
Yeah, we all
Look at
talk
these
about
two
it.
over here with
Yeah.
their gear.
All right, so.
Represent.
Everyone's talking about the fact that Bill Belichick and Robert Kraft are finalists in the contributor category. So I don't know if we want to talk about that. I think both of them should get in on the first ballot. But you never know with these with the panel. We'll see what happens there. Drake May, offensive player of the week. We talked about that yesterday.
We have a little breaking news.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
do tell.
Enlighten us.
Travion Henderson, rookie of the month for the
Whoa.
month of November
Of the month.
in the
Yeah.
entire NFL,
Yeah.
not just the AFC.
That's prestigious.
Does anyone care to guess the last time a Patriots rookie got offensive player
I
of
think
the
I know.
month?
Wait. Oh, rookie? I don't
Yep.
know. I don't know the
Offensive
answer.
rookie of the month.
Mike Haynes.
Not quite that far back.
He's defense anyway.
Rob Gronkowski.
No, actually.
Aaron Hernandez.
Keep going.
Hold on.
Keep
hold
going
on.
back.
Curtis Martin.
Not that far.
Oh man.
Not
Good,
that
gotta
far.
think
You're,
rookie.
you're kind of getting around it, though. You're getting around it.
Vinatieri?
No. It's,
Oh, he wouldn't be
it's
a
in
rookie.
between 2010 and 96. So keep working your way.
2010 and that's
Well, that's- you
that's
said Gronk, so we're
going
not
back.
a gap
Then
at
you
all.
said Vinatieri.
So
So
Lawrence Maroney,
a little farther back.
That's a good
Keep
guess.
inching back.
That's a really
Keep
good
inching.
guess.
Dion Branch,
Dion Branch.
Oh, okay.
Anthony
September
Branch.
of 2002.
Okay.
The last time a
Jeez.
Patriots player got rookie.
He did have a.
that's not a stat we
Thinking
should
back,
really
he had a really
amplify,
good.
dudes.
Month. He had a good start.
Yeah.
Dion Branch.
Yeah.
Right from the start, he was really good.
So who would you say, this is a tough one, who would be the all-time Patriots rookie? Who was the greatest rookie in Patriots franchise history?
Wow.
That's a big question.
It's a big question.
I don't know.
Wow.
That's tough because Gronk's breakout year was his second year. It
That's-
was
yeah,
He had,
2011.
he had a good rookie year,
Yeah.
but yeah. Probably Curtis Martin.
Curtis Martin, maybe,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Boy wonder.
Like, I don't know,
That's a
like,
good
was John Hanna's first season, like,
Yeah.
amazing? You know?
I think
Okay,
Mike,
all right.
I think Mike Haynes' first year was amazing.
Do the 70s on your own time.
No. If it was like Stanley Morgan,
Oh,
or,
okay.
but a left guard, there's nothing that personifies the Patriots' incompetence more than the greatest player in the history of their franchise until like 1990 was a guard.
That's a wild
Well,
take.
give Tip some love.
Might be the best guard of all time.
He may be the best offensive lineman of all time. Nothing personifies how bad your franchise is when that's the case.
Yikes.
That's the best player you have.
No respect for the offensive line.
I also got a. Henderson is also the Pepsi Zero Sugar NFL Rookie of the Week as well.
All right.
And I'm being
Wait,
told say it
Rookie
exactly.
of the month.
Pepsi Zero
This is a
Sugar
month thing, right?
NFL Rookie of the Week.
He's the rookie of the week?
Yeah.
No.
Henderson from this week,
This is different. This is a different award.
I know, but from this past week?
but this week?
It said Henderson is the Pepsi Zero Sugar NFL Rookie of the Week.
You aren't up on this award, Paul? It's
don't know.
Pepsi.
No. I'm up on the award. I'm wondering,
They consult them.
were there any other rookies that played this week?
Damn.
Like the rookie of the
That's our
month?
guy.
Well,
Rookie
let's
of the
look it up.
month
Maybe it's
is, I think well deserved. He had a huge game in Tampa. He had another really good game. He scored 6 touchdowns, I think, in maybe a 3-week span. But this particular game against the Giants, I don't think was one of the games that
Look it up.
that won the
Well,
month
let's
for him.
look
He
it
had
up.
The
65
NFL
yards.
is saying that is the case, that he did win for the week 13 Zero Sugar Rookie of the Week. But more importantly to me, he's the Rookie of the Month, which I think
No,
is
I
more
know,
impressive.
but he also got that.
Yeah, that's 2 different awards.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
well deserved for the rookie of the month.
Yeah,
Absolutely. He had a great month.
it's pretty amazing.
I not to go backwards, but I was just going to say, because I thought Mike Haynes had a really good rookie year, and he did. He was a Pro Bowler as a rookie. He had 8 interceptions as
Oh,
a rookie.
That's a pretty good.
That's a career
Didn't even have a
high
100-yard
of
game.
interceptions in a season.
So
You know
for
who
him.
else had a
That's
lot
good.
of interceptions his rookie year?
Mhm.
Devin McCourty.
Devin McCourty,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
He had 6, I believe,
Yeah.
right?
He went to the Pro Bowl.
So
he
that's
also went to the Pro Bowl.
in the conversation for
Yep, I would put both of those
Greatest
guys in the
rookie.
conversation. I think Curtis had like 1,400
Yeah,
yards, though.
he was magical.
Yeah.
I still remember watching him as a rookie and them talking about the injuries he had had and how he had fallen in the draft, like the weird details that stick out in my mind about Curtis Martin, and then just watching him run,
I
slashing.
just remember him running for 100 yards against Bill Belichick's defense in his first ever game.
Oh. And stop the run.
Enjoyed
I
that.
remember
fun.
him going to the Jets.
Mm, it's
Yeah,
bad.
yeah. These things happen.
Yeah.
I remember when Parcells was here. I reminded him that after a good game
I
that
did this.
that Martin had, the guys were all like, oh, great game. The media was around his locker, and Parcells just walks through. Yeah, 1 game wonder. Like that.
That sounds like Parcells.
That's why he called him Boy Wonder.
Yeah, 1 game
Just help
wonder.
Fred out.
When you hear things like that about Parcells, Mike Vrabel does have a little
Oh,
bit
yeah.
of
Oh, yeah.
that.
He's
More
a
that
great-
than Bill.
He's a great
Belichick.
mix of the two of them. He
Yeah.
has a lot of Belichick's sort of ideologies, which are really Parcells's, and a lot of Parcells's like sort of biting
Ball buster.
sarcasm.
Wise ass.
Yeah.
Sarcasm.
Yeah.
I was going to say that
Wise
in a
asses.
nicer way.
Yeah.
Ball bastard.
Yep.
That's what
Yeah.
I call it.
So good stuff.
Good stuff for
Anything else?
Henderson, though.
Anything else we need to talk about? Get out on the table.
That's the news, the latest news. No,
Yeah.
Evan's battle with the Broncos fans continues.
Yeah.
Oh, does it?
Oh, we have. Yeah.
Do tell. When I'm not up on the latest.
Well, Evan is just downplaying Mile High
All other
and
teams in
the
the league.
effects of altitude and the crowd and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so it's fan vote driving that award for the Pepsi.
So do you
Zero
think
Sugar.
Kansas City has a home field advantage? Like
I'm not
their
doing this
crowd
today.
noise?
There we go.
I've given up.
Sorry,
I'm
Evan.
out.
Okay.
Sorry.
I laid down my sword.
Evan chooses not to run.
Seattle,
Yeah.
they're pretty loud.
Niners
All-
travel
all-
well. Niners have a good
really,
fan base.
really,
do.
really tough places to play. All of them.
They are.
Seattle is a tough place to play.
It is.
I think the emailer included Seattle in his thing.
Yeah.
Seattle and Denver are the 2 loudest places. I would say
Now
probably,
Kansas City would argue with that.
I would probably say outdoor
Yeah.
Yeah.
venues because some of the indoor places can get
I would say
louder.
that that's incorrect.
Kansas City had the Guinness
Which
Book of
one?
World Records there one
That
night.
Denver
They
is
broke the
and
decibel
Seattle.
record.
Seattle and Arrowhead.
I
is
mean,
definitely
you can't ignore that guy.
I don't know.
been louder.
Like how are we judging this?
Decibel levels.
Who's
Are you
doing it?
keeping
The
track
Guinness
of that?
Book of World Records.
Okay.
Seems legit.
I've never seen that.
No,
but-
I was there the night that they did it.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, so
History.
they set out to do it.
Oh yeah. Oh, it was a whole
I'm just
campaign.
talking about it's random week 3.
No, it was a whole
That is a
campaign.
fair
What's the
point. That
what's
is
the
a fair
highest one?
point.
Yeah, no, they told the fans Guinness is here. You got to be loud, and they broke the record.
You know me. Completely dismissed that
Sounds
one
like,
now.
Sounds like a participation trophy. to me.
Right.
Yeah.
Of course, they tried. No, never mind. I was going to say something that was going to get me in trouble, and I'm
Well,
not going to say it.
Seattle's loud no matter what. Like that was.
Yep.
I've said
That's what I'm
before.
saying. A random week 3,
right. Well,
I'll go to Seattle.
I was
and it's
there
a
in
little
week
louder.
whatever in 2008 with Matt Castle playing for the Patriots. The Seahawks are already out
Speaking
of the
of
playoffs.
Dion Branch.
Speaking of Dion Branch. And the fans were going crazy. I was sitting in the 300s with the diehards, and they're like yelling, like, it starts in the huddle. They're screaming.
starts
I'm like,
in the
you guys are
huddle."
going nowhere, but they were super passionate. I respect the Seahawks fans. It was a great venue.
So that'll be the best part of going to the Super Bowl is I get to check another stadium out.
Oh,
Well,
I've been to that one.
You
I'm
never
not
been
allowed
to
to go.
San Francisco Stadium?
I've been
I've
to
never
that
been
one,
to the new
actually.
one, no.
I
That's
haven't
all
been
right.
I
to
went
a
to the
lot.
Candlestick.
It's fine. It's a stadium.
It's fine, yeah.
The stuff we see is, but I guess like the clubs are really nice. There's a lot of really good technology there. It's a good stadium.
I feel like they'd have a good atmosphere too.
Yeah.
Niner-
I don't
Niner,
like
I
the
feel
way
like-
it's configured
It is
because
kind of an
one
odd-
side of the stadium is all like suites and boxes, and it takes
Really?
away all those stands.
I agree with
It's
you,
weird.
Fred. It's got an odd
Yeah.
configuration.
It's
Yeah.
tough to say what the atmosphere was because the Patriots were very non-competitive in the one time that I've been there. So
Oh,
it
that
was
last
yeah,
year?
but it was it's a nice stadium, but I don't think it's not anything like the design of it and everything.
No.
It's kind of just a
No,
football
I mean-
stadium.
So
It's
the
not
real noise
crazy.
from the more regular fans is only coming from one side. You're saying
Pretty
it's
much.
not like a
Yeah,
bowl.
pretty much.
Huh.
Yeah, look at if you ever get a chance, just look it up, the bowl, and you'll see what I'm talking about. One side of the stadium is like a building.
Interesting.
There's lower seats, obviously, but most of it is taken up by glass. So,
George
yeah.
Glass?
Yeah.
No, never mind.
My new boyfriend.
855-PATS-500 is the hotline. Podcast@patriots.com is the email address. So, I mean, we can get right into the listeners if you want, or unless you have something else you want to add. I know it's
I feel like we
the
got
bye week.
Yeah, we got. I feel like I got day before vacation vibes. At least speaking for myself, getting out of town tomorrow, and
That's Mike's way of telling you he's not going to come in tomorrow.
Where are you going?
we're going to Vermont actually.
Oh.
Just,
You should do agility drills on top of Mount Washington.
Any place
and
in
make us
particular?
videos.
we're going to Stowe, Vermont. No skiing. We're
no
just going to
skiing?
go freeze our butts off and experience the terrible cold of winter. But
Are the slopes open?
I think they are up there. They're up there.
They make snow.
Last year we went skiing, and I feel like I dodged tearing my ACL. Once was enough. I don't need to push it again. So no skiing, but just get out of town. I think it's good to get away from your domicile or your abode.
Yeah.
Go off, break the cycle a little bit. Just get away for a couple of days.
See, I'm the
And
total
hopefully be back
opposite.
by 1
I'm
o'clock
not
on
blaming
Sunday.
you for this.
I'm the total opposite.
You just
I'm gonna
plan
sleep
it.
for 2 straight days.
Really?
Oh, 100%. I mean, we travel, so like we
Yeah,
go
right.
other places.
Yeah,
Like,
no, that's
Yeah,
I'm
but that's
a-
what you're gonna do with your weekend off is sleep.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Does Jess sign off on this?
Oh yeah. Yeah, this morning at it was like 8:30 and I was still in bed and she's like, don't you have to go to work? And I was like, yeah, I guess. I was like,
It's the bye week.
yeah.
Must be
yeah.
nice you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
get the weekend off.
Charge out.
Some of us have to
Here we
work.
go. Woe is Paul.
Oh.
Well,
Woe is
it's a
Paul.
big. Yeah. Do you want to tease
No,
what's
we're
going
going to
on?
have Willie McGinest is going to be by on Saturday.
You're gonna do a.
Matt and I are going to
Oh,
do
nice.
a Pats from the
What's
past.
he doing here?
He's got an event that he's going to be in, I think, Providence Saturday night. So he's agreed to come by and speak with us. He wasn't. He was really booked solid when he was here for the game Monday night, so we couldn't do it. So Matt and I are going to do it on Saturday morning.
What was it like for you, Fred, watching Willie McGinest evolve from a rookie? I mean, first round pick, but I mean, he was such a
I'll tell you.
key piece of that.
I know,
team.
but he had his big plays. But I'll be honest. I always thought that he could have been better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I really do.
So
I
Willie, before we get started, just want to let you know my boss, who's been part of this for 30 years now, thinks you're somewhat overrated.
You're kind of underachieved. Yeah.
I thought that he was just such the prototypical, and it's during the Carroll years they had this elephant scheme for him and all this stuff, and I don't think he was used right then.
So I think the big thing for him was he just wasn't healthy.
Yeah,
with
he-
Carroll.
he-
I think he was. I think the usage thing. I'm not an expert, so I don't know. I think that was fine for him, but he was
hurt a
always
lot.
hurt.
Yeah.
So I asked him once about. So he had like a surgery. It was like one of my first. I think it might have been my first year, and he had a surgery, and I was like, "Are you confident that this is going to take care of it?" Because he had like this lingering sort of core issue that led to like hamstring problems and back problems, and he had like this surgery. And it was kind of an innocuous, like, do you feel this is going to take care of it, basically? Are you confident that you can stay healthy? And he said, the only time I've ever missed games in the past is when I've been hurt.
Okay.
And I was like, I was looking around, I was like,
What does that even mean?
okay. And plus, he was kind of a big guy. I don't know if you know.
Oh yeah, no, he was a
intimidating
scary
presence.
guy. He put Brian Morey in a locker, literally.
Really?
Yeah, he stuffed him in a locker.
I believe it.
That's a fact. That's a
Literally
fact.
not
I was there for
figuratively.
that.
He did it.
Yeah, he put him in a locker.
Does he?
It's the
He was
cliche.
always nice to me.
Does he still hold the record for playoff sacks?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I remember getting that.
Well, he
again.
had,
Fred
he had
thinks he's
all of them against Jacksonville that one game.
He had like four and a
Wow.
4.5 in a division in a wild
Didn't
card
see
game.
this coming.
Fred's like so passionately loves the Patriots pro, and then just all of a sudden it goes sideways.
listen.
All you gotta do is leave, and then Fred.
Oh,
will
well,
come.
you guys-
Listen, like I said, I remember a lot of great plays he made. The goal line stand in Indianapolis and sacks and all that. So he was a great player. But like, could he have been better? Maybe with better coaching, better usage, less injuries.
The injuries were an
Yeah.
issue, and then I
Yeah.
think Belichick, to his credit, to Bill's credit, I think identified
Yes.
a plan. You see it all the time now with players. Like we saw it all summer with guys like Morgan Moses and Harold Landry. Not going to be out there today. Nothing to worry about. You see it during the week. These guys, Barmore even, right? Belichick did that with Willie McGinest at a time that wasn't all that common. Like, we need you for this, we need you for that. Don't worry about this. And he kept him healthy. And I think it really extended his career.
Yeah, guys like Vrabel too. Like he had a rotation going too.
Yeah,
Didn't
well, they
have to
had
play him every
6
now and then.
linebackers. You would have loved this,
Rosie Colvin.
You would have absolutely loved that 3-4 defense.
I
This
mean,
would have been right up your alley. They had 6 guys for
I
4
lived
spots.
it. I'm not that young.
They had 3 inside guys and 3 outside guys, and it was Pfeiffer, McGinnis, Johnson, Bruschi, Vrabel, McGinnis. It was and then Colvin came in, kind of replacing Ted Johnson a little bit, but they had an unbelievable amount of depth at that spot. Now defenses are much different now. You really only have 2 linebackers, sometimes 3 on the field now. Regular off the ball
Base is back,
linebackers.
Paul. Base is back.
What's old is new again.
Yeah, but they. I always love
Did I
watching
do that
those.
right, Alex?
I like that.
The like intros, like like on Monday Night Football back in the day, where they actually did like the cool like Willie McGinest, USC, and like you look at like the 04 Patriots defense, and it's just like they just start rattling off their names, and it's just Richard Seymour, Vince Wilfork, Willie McGinest, Mike
Ty Law.
Vrabel, Teddy Bruschi, Roman Pfeiffer, Ty Law, Rodney Harrison.
They literally had like
It's like,
10 studs.
this is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like, this is easily one of the best defenses of all time. I mean, this is
That was a great
insane.
group.
Even the 14 defense too. When they start rattling it off, you realize that one was really freaking good too. But
For me, there was like a confidence in that 2003, 2004 defense with that group as constituted that you're right. Like 14 was a good defense, but I never felt the same confidence I had
When the nod
in
started.
that early 2000s defense where with those guys, it just like, it felt like, well, good luck. I mean, your thing with the nod where you get a couple scores. I didn't have a nod, Paul, but I did have that internal nod where it was just like,
Fred
you
and I
guys
were
aren't gonna
operating at a higher level.
they used to
time.
put the graphic up too, or like it would be the position group. So they'd like start with the D line, linebackers, secondary, and the linebackers pop up, and it's just Vrabel, McGinnis, Bruschi, and Ted Johnson. I was like,
Good
good luck. Yeah, no wonder why they won 3 out of 4 Super
But it
Bowls.
was even like, I throw like the the Colvins in and the extra because it was always 3 for 2 spots. Like it's and I don't mean to be disrespectful. The game has changed a lot, but like now you're sort of plugging in guys that Christian Ellis has been a special teamer. Now he's got a bigger role as a defense. Again, he's coming off a great game Monday night. They had like a Pro Bowler like to fill in. And at that time, it was like Roman Pfeiffer was a really good player with the Rams before he ever got here. And he was like one of those guys, and Bill used to, that was the joke, like, what's your role? It's like, well, we're going to use you situationally. The situation ended up being every play. Like, him and Vrabel played like over 1,000 snaps. Like,
but I
they were so good.
I remember with Pfeiffer, in order to get him here, Bill had to make a deal that because he lived in California, you could go home and not come back till Wednesday.
Yeah, he was going through a divorce and he wanted to see his kids, and Bill let him come back on Wednesdays. He would skip Monday and Tuesday.
Yep. Spee writes an email which reminds me of one of my commute takes that I developed.
Okay.
And it has to do with the whole, they got a soft schedule and all this stuff. Everyone agrees that there's not a lot of, difference between teams in the league in terms of score. Most of these games are one-score games. So what does the schedule matter? Like if you're 11-2 in this league, even if your schedule data-wise is the softest, there's still not a lot of separation between teams in this league. Yeah. So what does it matter?
I think that's a fair take.
Yeah, you think that's a good take?
I do. I think one of my nerd friends did a deep dive on this and found out that the difference between I should get this right, but the difference between the Patriots schedule and I believe the hardest schedule in the league is a difference of like 0.03 EPA. Like it's like literally like a fraction. And the difference between Drake May's schedule and Matthew Stafford's schedule, when you just look at the defenses at the two, not the teams overall, but just the defenses, is like this like minute decimal of difference in terms of expected points added or EPA. So it's, I know Paul's going to disagree, but
it's a fact that they have the easiest schedule. But what does that mean? You have to look at it.
He did a whole deep dive because they were talking about Drake May MVP, and people were holding the schedule against him, and he was saying that if you look at it, the schedule difference between him and Matthew Stafford is, in terms of the defenses that they went up against, is minimal.
Right.
It's decimal points.
Yep. So anyway,
I just like to watch good games against teams that get me excited. The schedule stuff, to me, that's what it really comes down to, is like I just prefer to watch games against good teams, exciting teams.
Meaningful games, and meaningful games usually occur with teams that are good and they have stuff to play for it. Usually, especially this time of the year.
I mean, there's 32 NFL teams.
So anyway, 855-PATS-500 is the hotline. Podcast@patriots.com is the email address. Let's it's getting colder out.
Sure is.
So I hope that you're ready for some snow, because I'm predicting we're going to have a lot of snow this winter.
Have you been
I
talking
had
to
like
your
7 inches
meteorologist
this
friends?
week.
I know.
What's
Yeah,
that?
I'm sorry, what?
I had 7 inches of snow this week.
Did you?
Yeah, Monday
You
when
got that much snow?
or Tuesday after
She
we
lives like
finished
200
recording.
miles
I know
away.
you.
After we finished
you live out in the
recording-
mountains.
When we were finished recording that show on Monday, I maybe hung out for an hour and then tried to go back. I saw like 3 cars spun out. The roads are terrible. The Pike was not ready for any snow. Yeah, I got a ton. I had to clean my car
I knew
off.
it was like snow outside of 495. Like I didn't get any snow at all. Like not even a coating.
Really?
But I knew there was some snow. I didn't realize it was like significant snow.
We got
7
a little,
inches.
we got a little dusting overnight that I woke up to, but other than that,
Well, there's more coming, and it's going to
Need a
continue to
snowblower.
fall. And when it does, Aaron's is ready to help you tackle it. Aaron's is proud to be the official snowblower of the New England Patriots. Visit Aaron's.com to find your Aaron's. So I started mine up last week just to make sure we're good to go.
One pull?
We're good to go. No, I plug it in.
Electric charger.
Plug it in.
Oh, it's an electric?
Yeah, you bring the extension cord out,
Oh,
plug it in.
Oh, you got to keep it plugged in.
You
the whole
can
time?
pull it, but
Oh,
it's much easier to just plug it in and press a button.
And that's
An
it.
electric snowblower.
Wow, I
Yeah.
like it. I like that.
Yeah.
modern.
You had an electric lawnmower.
Well, you
growing
don't
up.
charge it. There's
Oh.
no battery.
But this was when I was little and I had a
Kept
cut the
running
grass,
over, kept running over extension cords.
Oh, 10 of them. Easy. Easy. But I had I lived in Everett. We had a tiny our lawn was like maybe twice the size of this studio.
What do you need, a
Like,
riding
he
mower
didn't
for
need,
that?
Yeah, he didn't need a John Deere.
Or an Aaron's.
Aaron's
Use a
riding
pair
mower.
of scissors.
Do they make mowers?
So we did. We had an electric lawnmower.
Yeah.
You plug it in the garage.
That's what I have.
I go around,
I have one now.
and every once in a while I would back up.
Paul, you should get the robotic one. Just sit back. Drink
Yeah,
your
like the
Diet
Roomba
Pepsi
one.
Or your Diet Miller,
I've said this before.
Bud Light.
It's a sneaky thing that I complain about that I actually like doing.
Yeah.
I enjoy cutting the grass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do you do a fall cleanup at all? You guys raking leaves, getting things ready
I
for
did
the
some
spring?
leaves about 2 weeks ago. I could probably do another one at some point over the weekend, but probably won't because I'm going to go in the Evan route instead and just sit on my butt and watch football.
I don't understand raking leaves.
Yeah, they're just going to.
You don't understand it?
Yeah.
Like, why do
like,
it?
aesthetically, I understand, but from an ecosystem perspective, like, why wouldn't you just
Well,
want
it-
it to decompose into the grass and
Well,
get the
here's
nutrients?
the thing.
Need those nutrients.
If you do have a nice lawn, or you care about having a
Right.
nice lawn,
Obviously,
if
an
you leave
HOA
it,
is
if you leave it
different.
there all winter and then the snow gets on it, it's not good for the lawn.
Really?
Yeah.
You gotta mulch it.
You can
Go
get
over it.
some. You can get some like brown spots and bare spots
Fungus
because
and-
it can kill the
Okay.
grass. But
Yeah.
Probably some
it's got to
mold
be really bad to
situation.
do that. For the most part, like I don't have that much, and I just have like a small leaf blower, and I just go by and spend like a half
Blow
hour.
it into the neighbor's yard.
No, you suck them up, and it comes into a bag, and you just empty the bag.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
sure.
Yeah, yeah.
I used to rake leaves for some cash on the side.
Really?
when I
Oh,
was
Evan.
raking
Interesting.
leaves.
That's
Wow.
so sad
That's
of you. You never
character
seen
arc.
it. Sounds a little blue collar.
Wow.
Yeah, and then
Getting
one.
his
All
hands
right,
dirty.
well, I can't give myself too much credit because one time I thought it would be cool to put the car stereo on while raking the leaves, and I killed the
Killed the
battery in the
battery?
car. And so I parked in this like stranger's driveway in Needham, and I go to get back in my car with my friend who we were doing
Your
it
business
together,
partner.
business partner, correct? And I go to and I call
Oh,
my dad.
no.
I'm like, yeah, I think the battery's dead, and he was like, how? And I was like,
I
listening
don't
to the
know.
radio for
I
the
don't know.
last 3 hours.
Oh man.
All right.
So it wasn't all good. It was.
All right. Well, we got a lot on the table. None of it's football, but let's
Oh,
see.
yes, some of it was Trevion Henderson.
I know.
Good job.
Player
Oh, by
of
the way,
player of
the,
month, rookie of the month.
Pepsi Sugar Zero,
Yeah,
it's a fan vote.
yeah. I think,
So
I think you
that
guys
might
said
explain why. Because
Were you reading emails?
our fans are very
Reading
active.
emails while he was saying it. the
Our
first
fans are
time.
very active.
Correct.
Um,
Strong showing in the Pro Bowl voting already too.
That's right. Michael's in Texas. What's up, Michael?
Hey, y'all. Happy Thursday.
You too.
Thank you.
Thanks. Hey, I got a quick question. So I know that the road to the first seed has its obstacles, but as for winning the division outright, I am kind of curious. So if the Bengals win this weekend against the Bills, does that mean that
No.
in theory, regardless of the outcome next weekend, would we win the division?
No.
No.
No? Okay, that's all that I was curious of on if I should be watching for that kind of an excitement. So then regardless, we still need to be winning against the Bills to win.
Well, we don't
No.
have to beat the Bills to win the division, but
But if
the-
they do beat the Bills, they
Yeah.
automatically win
Right.
the division.
It's over.
right.
Clinches it.
Yeah,
Right.
but if they beat the Jets and the Dolphins, they can lose to the Bills
Right.
and still win the division.
Right.
But then you probably have to wait, maybe even all the way till week 18
Right.
against the Dolphins
Yeah.
to officially clinch. So let's not
The-
not
the,
go down.
The
that
best
road.
way is just beat the Bills.
Yep.
And then
That's a
it's,
hat
it's-
and t-shirt game.
then it's
At
done.
home. That'd
What-
be fun.
What are the conference clinching scenarios like?
This gets very confusing.
Yeah, it seems.
So
like-
there's conference record,
Yeah.
which is the number one tiebreaker.
Thanks, Michael.
Then there's win percentage against common opponents because there's no head-to-head because the Patriots aren't playing the Broncos.
Yep.
So that's not going to be – that's the first one. Then there's win percentage against common opponents, which as long as the Broncos beat the Raiders on Sunday, they're going to have in their favor. So the Patriots are going to have a better conference record than the Broncos, which I believe – I don't know if that's going to be possible based off of the rest of the schedule. So really, the Patriots are going to have to finish with a better outright record than Denver. If both teams win out, Denver is going to be the number one seed. So they have to be able to.
we need Denver to lose.
But Denver has a tough back end of their schedule.
yes.
So it's Green Bay, Kansas City, Jacksonville, Chargers to wrap up the year
Yeah,
for
it's
the.
a little tougher than the Patriots.
I don't know if they're
question.
running the table against those four
No,
teams.
but if they go, let's say they go 3-2, and the Patriots go 2-2, I think Denver would get it.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
Correct.
So it's not
Because
like
they're both 6-2
Yeah.
in conference,
Uh-huh.
and then the Patriots finish all 4 games are in the AFC. So if the Patriots, lose, go 2-2 in the conference, to end the year, then they're going to lose the
2 more
tiebreaker.
conference
Yeah, maybe in
games.
the newsletter next week we should start doing a little rooting guide. Like,
Yeah.
these are.
Well, the Bills did
Which
that and
teams
got
are-
dragged.
Oh,
so,
yeah, they
no,
did.
you can't do that.
Yeah.
No, we're not doing it then.
well, we don't have to
Well, they
promote
were
it.
because of the teams they had to root for were the worst teams in the league.
Well, they also don't have to
Oh.
promote it on social media
But
like
what
the
do-
Bills
wait,
did.
That's fair.
Why do you get dragged? Everybody does that.
No, not a team account.
I've never seen a team do that.
Did they like what? It was like a social thing where.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
social graphic.
Well, if we sneak it to just
I've
our
done it.
dedicated listeners,
It's our
Sorry.
niche
No, it's our
following.
niche
It's our
following.
subculture of
I've
Patriots
absolutely
fans.
done it.
It's
I feel like
very-
they have our back.
it's
They won't
very
turn
different.
us into memes.
It's very different than what the Bills posted. Like, we're rooting for like the Giants and the Raiders and the Titans.
No, it's
this
like
week.
no, it was like here's your rooting guide.
Yeah,
Bills fans,
yeah.
here's your rooting guide for this weekend.
Well,
and,
in
and it
the-
listed these teams, and they were all the worst teams in the league, and people were like, good luck with that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, in
so
the
they weren't
newsletter-
getting dragged. They were like, you have no chance of that.
No, they were also getting dragged.
because I've
Yeah.
done that. I'm just telling
Yeah, but
you.
you're not Patriots social.
No, but I put
Yeah.
on the
All fans do that.
Patriots.com and then I tweet out the link. So what's the difference?
Oh, you did do that?
Of course.
The
you're
difference
fired.
is the
No.
people have to click on a
No,
link.
I haven't done it in years for obvious
No,
reasons.
but the difference was
different
people
climate,
have to
Paul.
click on a link, where on Twitter and social media, it's like, here, make fun of me, and this is on a silver platter for you to do it. No one has to click anything. It's just there. It's easy trolling.
it's a different climate, as I found
That
out
too.
this week with
This is
the
why I
Denver
don't-
fans.
This is why I don't tweet. Because I would think that that's information that your fans are interested in. Like what Evan just explained about the whole conference record for Denver and the Patriots, I don't think every Patriots fan knows that off
Well,
the top
sure.
of their
Well,
head.
I think
there's
that's
a
But the
difference.
I
dragging
think
part
that's
comes
valuable.
in.
Yeah.
Why
Like,
you
who are
worried
we
about
rooting
them?
for? I'm
Why
root-
don't you just win, and you don't have to
Well,
worry
all right,
about
there's
it.
a
Obviously,
difference
you're
in-
rooting for your team to win, but like,
I know.
if you're like, to Evan's point, like Patriots fans, root for the Raiders this week.
Well,
Like that,
in one
that
way,
could be a
you're
huge swing
presenting.
game.
In one way, you're presenting playoff scenarios in kind of a more professional way, like editorially, and the other is like, hey, root for all these teams that have no chance and just make fun of us for
But
this.
see, I mean, I won't now, and we don't really write anything anymore, so I don't have to worry about it. But
You don't really write anything anymore.
No, we have to. I mean, Evan, your breakdowns are like basically the only thing we write anymore.
Oh, I appreciate that.
But
Sorry,
the
Bruce.
Raiders,
Don't get loose with
the
either.
Raiders,
Just words,
I
Smith.
like that be a rooting guide. I would be if I was still
Yeah.
doing what I
Yeah.
had done the last 5 years. I would be writing. This is your rooting guide
Yeah.
this week.
Do you wanna do one?
We'll do
no,
it.
Do you want to do it this week?
no. Evidently, it's the worst thing in the world to
No.
be
You
doing.
can handle the
Let's
smoke.
do it. We'll have some
I
fun.
can't. I
You can
can't
handle the smoke.
You
Yeah.
are right, Alex. Thank you for that.
can
I
handle it.
can't handle the
also-
smoke, but I don't want to invite the smoke.
I also think that it was partially like this is the Bills we're talking about. Like, this is a team that's supposed to be a Super Bowl contender, and they're like, we got to root for the Raiders. You know, like so it was.
So where
it
did
was
this
a little
smoke
bit
come from? Just out of curiosity, but would it all be
didn't see the
inside the
smoke.
128 area?
Yeah.
Because that's what this sounds like to me.
smoke.
Because I absolutely would be rooting for the Raiders if I were a Patriots fan this week, and I don't think there's
Yeah.
anything embarrassing about that.
Yeah, no, I saw the ESPN has a playoff machine that and I spend a little bit too much time.
Valuable tool.
And so what you can do is you can pick the games and then it tells you how it impacts the standings. So I've gone through and done plenty of permutations with the Denver Broncos and the Patriots to figure out how we don't have to go to Denver, everybody.
It's a little early for me to do it, but that
Yeah.
It's only 4 weeks.
The ESPN playoff predictor is one of the most valuable tools out there.
Because we all don't want to go play in Denver.
Right.
So I'm trying
you
to
don't
figure
care.
out
Avoid it at all costs.
how do we avoid playing in Denver.
Evan and his
it's-
laissez-faire attitude. He doesn't
it's
care
tough.
where we play, bro.
I don't. We can
Doesn't
play on the
matter
moon.
where.
I'm taking
we'll,
Drake
We'll
May.
line up in the parking lot, Paul.
I'm
We'll
kinda
play
with you.
him.
Yeah.
But weren't you the one last week saying you don't want to play in Denver? Weren't you the one saying that?
That's probably me.
Oh.
There's no way that was me.
No?
No.
I thought you were.
No.
You were the one
No.
saying,
Evan was getting trolled for dismissing Denver and
Yeah.
not caring.
I know, now he is, but I thought
I
I
have to
remember.
defend Evan. Evan actually said that he would rather play Kansas City than Denver.
I did.
And
That's how this all started.
Okay.
Okay.
The origin.
And a lot of
Yeah.
people.
Or maybe
like-
you were the one
Zero
saying, I don't want to play
argument.
Kansas City.
I don't want to play Kansas City
Yeah.
Why is that?
because
of
they have
Mahomes?
Patrick Mahomes.
Okay.
They have freaking
Nothing
Michael
to do with their
Myers. Like-
stadium. Because we wouldn't
No,
be playing
we
in their
can't play
stadium.
in
right.
Kansas
No.
City.
Yeah.
No, my whole take on this has been the same. I just don't want to play. Like, I'd rather play like not the good quarterbacks. Like, if they can avoid Burrow, Mahomes, Lamar, Allen, and they get a road that is, Daniel Jones and Bo Nix to the Super Bowl.
I agree.
Like, I would much rather that road.
Denver's defense is way scarier than the offense.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's all I've said.
Significantly.
Yeah, he's been consistent.
All right.
The future Hall of Fame quarterbacks
He's
thank
scared.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go to.
Listen,
I'm
he
with
has to
Evan.
mock you, and I don't
It's
like
okay.
that. I
That's
mock
fine.
you. He doesn't. I
Let's
don't
go.
like this.
Let's go to
It's
Tony in Canada. What's up, Tony?
Hi, guys. Good morning. So, yeah, I'm kind of glad that we won't have things locked up until next week when we play Buffalo, assuming we beat them. But listening to Alex and Barth Catch-22 on their last show,
Thank you.
they talked about how the Patriots have been struggling lately to shut down the running game. So I'm wondering, is that a possibility? Can we lock that back up again and really, keep Buffalo? Because I know that's how we won our last game. I think we put it on their running game, and we were basically able to shut out the rest of it. Is that a possibility that we can do that? And if not, how do you guys see us winning coming playoffs?
I think it starts at least that week getting Tonga back.
Yeah.
That would really help. But then you're not going to have Milton Williams, and he was a big part of stopping the run.
Yeah, I think
Thanks,
that's
Tony.
That's the good news is that they're supposed to get both Tonga and Williams back.
Oh, you think so?
Well, not for this game, but at some point.
Oh, eventually, yeah. But he's talking about
For
Buffalo,
Buffalo.
I thought.
Yeah, but big picture.
Oh, yeah.
They're gonna get maybe even Tonga back after the bye, so that's help is on the way. But over the last month, their run defense is down near the bottom of the league in pretty much every stat. Yards per carry, EPA, rush success, whatever. So they've kind of fallen off a cliff. Like, they were great for the first 9 weeks of the season. Milton Williams gets hurt, Tonga gets banged up, and all of a sudden the run defense is falling apart a little bit. So Buffalo ran for 249 against Pittsburgh last week, and then Baltimore the following week. So that is it's and they're not going to get Milton Williams back for either of those games.
Right.
So it is a little scary.
You just hope that, guys like Spillane maybe heal up a little bit, get a little bit refreshed. And
Landry,
seems to me like that, as I've read more, it seemed like management with Spillane, getting him off the field, getting Landry off the field. That was, we were wondering if he was sick, if he got hurt, but it seems like.
So I'll ask.
Landry makes sense. I'm not sure about the other.
I'll ask you, ball knowers, if you go into Buffalo and the next week Baltimore without Milton Williams, does going man to man more help you try to scheme to stop the run?
Because you can get the extra hat in the box.
Yeah.
I guess in theory, I would like to see them maybe play some base against Buffalo.
But what is base on this team?
Base defense.
No, but what is their base? Just four guys?
No, like
Three linebackers.
actual base defense.
Yeah.
Not
it's basically Tavai, Spillane, and Gibbons are out.
like by definition, like the actual base defense.
No Marcus Jones.
4 defensive backs.
Yeah. Marcus Jones off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Tavai.
I just don't think that, Buffalo's downfield passing game is anything to worry about, especially with your corners. So
he's not wrong.
I think they're going to reinvent themselves a little bit around James Cook being sort of the engine of their offense, because that's their best thing they got going right now. And if I'm the Patriots, I'd put 5 guys up on the line of scrimmage, and I'd challenge them to throw the ball down the field against Davis and Gonzalez.
It's the mobility, though, of Allen and Lamar worry you. The man defense, getting guys.
It would worry me a little bit, and it also, the stage of the season that we're in with those two teams and the desperation factor, I expect to see. And I don't know about Lamar because he clearly is not healthy.
Yeah.
But with Allen, I think you might see a different version of Allen. And I'm not talking about playing better than he did in the first game. Just like
superhero Allen.
This is the time of year we can't afford any more slip ups. We need this game, and he's gonna
Superman it.
Yeah.
I just wonder if if you're rushing 5 or using the 5 guys on the line of scrimmage to stop the run, in theory you're covering all the gaps on the line of scrimmage. So like if you play with discipline and your sound and your gaps, you can make it so that he can't really go anywhere. If you're on your P's and Q's with it. But I watch Buffalo, and you can't let them run on you like they did against Pittsburgh. Like you have to, like that's the engine of the offense right now is James Cook and their running game.
And I do
so
get
good.
that. They ran for a ton of yards. You don't score doing that, but I'm not being stubborn. Like they only scored 19 points, but Pittsburgh never had the ball either. So all that time that they're running like that, you can't score. Yeah. And that's got Drake May on the sideline.
Right.
That's got to be part of, that's probably part of Sean McDermott's mindset if he does what Evan's saying and turns it over to Cook and they have success doing it. They might not score a lot of points, but they're going to keep the score down.
I wonder, though, because Rodgers didn't look good in that game. Their offense, Steelers' offense, didn't look good.
No,
so I wonder if
the Steelers' offense is terrible.
Yeah, so I wonder if the Bills were playing a good offense, how that would change what they're doing.
Well, I would
offense.
just say, like in the first half, did you watch the game at all?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Because the first half, Buffalo completely controlled, and they were losing 7-3. To your point, Fred, like if you can't score,
right,
and then you're giving a good offense for New England, the opportunity maybe the Patriots come out of that first half if Buffalo squanders, Allen threw a pick to stop the first drive. James Cook fumbled by knocking the ball out of his own hands with his own knee on another drive that they were on the move. And that happens, stuff like that happens and the score's down. May's going to put 17 on the board, and now you're down 17-3 instead of 7-3. Can you go out and run the ball 30 times in the second half again?
Right. But I think this is why my guess is Buffalo is going to come out in that game and try to run the ball. Yeah. So if you stop the run, that's how you build a 17-3 lead at halftime. I don't know if they're going to get the turnover luck that Pittsburgh has gotten really all year, frankly. But
what I'm saying is if you don't stop the run, worst case scenario, it's like what happened to Pittsburgh.
They'll possess the ball for 42 minutes.
But if they don't score touchdowns and the Patriots get the ball, they're not going to do it. I am with Fred on this. Aaron Rodgers was so bad and Pittsburgh's offense was so bad that it allowed Buffalo to eventually get going in the second half. Now, maybe they get going right out of the chute. If they run the ball, they don't turn the ball over the way they did against Pittsburgh, and they get a lead of their own. But I'd take my chances.
I just look at, like the way Houston played them, which I think is more indicative of like a straight up game. Like Buffalo fumbling and James Cook fumbling because he hits himself in the knee and then fumbles the ball does not count as like a great defensive play.
Terrible fumble.
Right? So, Houston really got them into 3rd and long, and they don't have any answers on 3rd and long other than Josh Allen doing something crazy.
Yeah.
So like I think that, when you watch their team, their offensive line and James Cook is the best thing that they got going right now offensively. I think they're even better than Allen. Like Allen's not played particularly great for the last month or so.
Yeah, the last 5 weeks or so. Yeah,
I think that those two things their offensive line's fantastic.
Yeah, when Tonga was a big part of that win for the Patriots too. It was really dominant inside. I remember him getting national attention for that.
That was like his breakout game where we were all like, holy crap, Tonga.
Yeah.
What a signing.
I wonder too, though, to your point, Ev, of, containing Allen, playing your gaps. If you've got Josh Farmer playing a little bit, you've got Elijah Ponder playing a little bit, some of these less experienced guys who maybe aren't quite as disciplined and, Corey Durden, like, are they going to lose the gap integrity and
I would just
out?
say,
that's the concern.
Like that night, all those things that you just said happened. And Buffalo still scored 20 points while turning the ball over 3 times and committing 11 penalties.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you might need a little help.
Yeah.
Again, if you're going to, because James Cook didn't have 50 yards.
Yeah.
They didn't let James Cook run all over him that night. Tonga, I do remember exactly what you and Alex are talking about. He had a big game that night.
Yeah, the gap discipline's huge because Cook he wants to cut it back. So like if you over pursue the ball, he's just going to cut it back.
Yeah.
And so it's not just against Allen. It's also their run game's very zone heavy and they want to set up those cutback lanes. And if you get out of your gap, then he's just going to hit it.
Anthony's in Seattle. Hey, Anthony.
Hey, what's up, Fred? What's up, my people?
How you doing?
Good, hey. I feel like we had a little bit of a mind meld with you guys going a little bit trip down memory lane talking about some old Patriots teams. It's funny. I was talking to a guy yesterday, and I said, "Man, we only got 4 games left." It flew by. I can tell you what, I'm never going to forget this 2025 Patriots team, and it made me realize, like, this is the first team that I, got on a plane and went, flew out and to go see play at Gillette. The 2025 fan experience where I'm able to, stick it to some Bills fans. I had one guy just throw in the towel. He doesn't even respond to me anymore. Like, this has been I can feel myself looking back already at this team that they're either going to win a title, which is going to immortalize them, or, they're not. And I'm still going to kind of look back and smile and say, man, that 2025 team, that, they were good. They just were too young. And it made me think about, either way, this is one of my favorite teams. And it made me think a little bit about how Evan speaks about the 2015 team. And I was curious if you guys have any of like, not the obvious ones, not the championship ones, or even like 07, which didn't win a championship. Do you guys have any that are like, this is one of my favorite teams? That if I had to make a list of my top 10, I don't know where I'd rank them, but I like this 2025 Patriots team would be on my list, and I was just curious if you guys have any teams like that.
Well, it's certainly a likable team. There's no doubt about it. Thanks, Anthony.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know about talent-wise if it's one of the most talented ever. Hard to beat some of those dynasty teams, and even like late 70s. But it's, if you're talking about the likability factor, this team has to be way up there.
Yeah.
What's not to like?
Yeah, I think you have like your 07 teams, which is like obvious. But I think the premise of like his question, it usually tends to be those, for me at least, those teams that are like, not to bring back like the power of friendship, like effect that's going on right now. But I think about some Red Sox teams that made like 21 Red Sox made a good run. Some of those like Isaiah Thomas Celtics teams that like it was the bridge years, but you could see yourself getting somewhere and you really enjoyed watching, even though they weren't necessarily contenders.
Yeah, the 06 team to me, not because I thought the power of friendship with that team or anything. It was just that was the year where I felt like I went full psycho about it.
That team was not very good, Deuce.
No, they weren't. But it was,
I'm surprised you picked that one.
Every game.
That's why I think,
that's
what you're talking about. Like, they absolutely maximized every ounce of ability they had and got as far as they possibly could have.
And I don't even know, to be honest, if that's like
67.
Like, I love the team for what they did. Like, and I mean, the San Diego experience for me in the playoff, that defined it. I didn't think they were necessarily a special team. It was just a team that I was like truly ride or die every moment. The Dion Branch trade. I came to the opener. It was the first time I'd been to Gillette Stadium. It's not really the answer to the question, but that's a random team that not everybody loves that I just always remember.
Who was the opponent in the opener at Gillette Stadium?
Buffalo.
1917?
Yeah.
Ty Warren,
and it was
safety?
Me and my sister. We had way too much fun in the parking lot. I've told this story before. We're sprinting up the ramps to get to our seats because like the flyover's going on, and literally we get to our seats, we sit down, and it's like safety right to start the game. I'm like, oh, this isn't great.
Oh, that was a touchdown to start the game.
It was a touchdown. Sorry,
I believe it was a Takeo Spikes strip sack fumble return for a touchdown, but Ty Warren's safety in the fourth quarter won the game.
You nailed it, Paulie.
Alex, this team reminds me of Tatum's rookie year.
Yeah.
Where like they took LeBron and the Cavs to Game 7.
Yep.
He dunks on them.
Yep.
They lose, but like you were like, holy crap! Like they just arrived. Like this team has got a superstar, and obviously Drake would be Jason Tatum in this case. Like,
and I think that's why a big part of it comes from like hope and future, like looking like, oh, what could this be? Like it's like the playing with house money effect, kind of.
Yeah.
All right. I was gonna say something. I forgot what it was. Honest. That's his name. He's from North Carolina. What's up?
How you doing?
All right.
How y'all doing?
Good. What's up?
All right. Look, I'm trying my hardest not to be delusional, but we got an MVP. We got Coach of the Year. Everything's looking great. I think we about to go get us the Super Bowl, man.
There's nothing delusional
Be
about
delusional.
There isn't anything delusional.
Be delusional.
that. Yeah.
Why not us?
Like I'm like when I watch the Patriots play at home, it's like I get flashbacks to Tom Brady and Gronk and Edelman and all the good days. Like the energy feels like that at Gillette now.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a winning does.
Yeah.
No team.
Go with it, honest.
No team really like strikes fear in me. Like I'm going to the Baltimore game week 16, and before the season started, I was kind of scared of that game. Now I'm like, we're gonna walk the dogs with them. Like,
Yep.
the brakes off the Ravens.
Let's go. Let's go.
I love it.
I love it.
I mean, I
go
really
with it.
don't.
Delusion will get you very far.
Yeah.
in life.
But I don't think it's delusional.
Thanks, Honest.
You're 11-2.
Right, and you
Like,
got the
it's
bye
not
week.
delusional.
Enjoy it. I mean, you got to the point where you don't have to worry about football this weekend. You can sit back. You're the first team to 11 wins. I mean, you should feel great. You don't know how the rest of it's going to go, and that's really what's going to matter. But that's, to me, I'm like, just win the division. But this weekend should be you should be feeling like that because you don't know how it's going to go.
There's a little house money going on right now.
Absolutely.
Like, and I obviously would be bummed if they lost in the playoffs or, didn't win a playoff game or anything. But, this wasn't supposed to happen this year.
Right.
I loved
But
Alex's.
it is, so take it. Like,
I loved your Bridges comparison. It's like no one expected those teams to do it. They didn't even when Tatum got there. And your comparison of Tatum to Drake is really good. Like that team wasn't good enough
Both
to be
drafted
where they
3
were.
overall, too.
Do you know what I mean?
good point.
Yeah.
But they were there at the end of the day, and you could see better things were coming.
Third out overall out of North Carolina.
Wrong North Carolina schools.
state.
But we're
I'm talking about
gonna
the state.
go with it.
Chad's hanging in Dallas.
He actually
What's up,
had me
Chad?
for a second. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Oh no.
Yeah.
No, the state of North Carolina.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going, y'all?
Hey, Chad.
Good.
Hey, I'm Big Debbie Downer here.
Great.
Good.
I'll make it quick and easy for y'all. I think we should trade Gonzalez in the offseason because the wide receiver peak is way higher than corner peak. And I feel like our offense is more needing than the defense right now, with our defensive line being pretty decent and stopping the run and everything. And the last thing I got is I'm really worried about the Patriots one and done in the playoffs because I really don't think they played anybody good.
Wow.
Even the Bills, we hold the Bills went to high standards and everything, but we hold the Steelers lost to like mediocre or whatever. We shouldn't have lost that game, but the same concept happened on both sides of the ball. I mean, both teams, as in we turned the ball over too much in Steelers, and then I feel like the Bills turned the ball over too much. And if I think everything was equal, that game would be a lot more tighter.
Oh,
It was
maybe.
already tight.
I mean, you're a real downer. You want to trade
time
Gonzo?
expired.
You think we're going to be one and done? Wow.
He said it at the top.
Well, yeah.
We were warned.
I don't really understand the.
Top 4.
I don't understand the wide receiver point with Gon. What do you mean by the wide receiver?
Well, use the assets that you get from the trade to get a wide receiver.
Okay.
What I mean by that is I don't think no matter how good Christian Gonzalez is, Chase and Justin are at higher peak. Gonzalez can never shut those people down, no matter what, at the end of the day. So I think it's more useful to have a better wide receiver than a really good corner.
Okay.
Philosophically.
No, I mean that's a point of view.
Would you do
marginally
Booty and Gonzalez
Thanks,
for
Chad.
Justin Jefferson?
With Minnesota.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe.
No chance.
I don't know. I don't necessarily agree with the premise that Gonzo, like, last year, week 1, Gonzo did a pretty good, darn good job on Jamar Chase. Like, I guess maybe that's.
I mean, I think a lot of Gonzalez, but I kind of agree with his point about the receivers being more important than the corner, but Gonzo's really good. I wouldn't be wanting to trade him.
All right, let's take a break. We got a lot of calls, a lot of emails. We got to hurry because we got picks. We'll get to all of that after this. Whether you're in the game or betting on the game, you'll need a game plan. DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of the New England Patriots, provides you with everything you need to build your personal betting game plan so you can get in on all the action while practicing safe bets. Visit DraftKings.com/responsible-gaming to learn more about all the safe betting tools DraftKings has to offer. Hope is here, 800-327-5050 or gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Play it smart from the start. GameSenseMA.com. Physically present in Massachusetts. See DraftKings.com/responsible-gaming for details and state-specific responsible gambling resources.
Isn't it time to get exactly what you want? Welcome to Red Hot Deal Days from Verizon, where you get your pick of our best deals. Like My Plan, where you can pick the perks you want and save on every one. For limited time, bring your own phones to a Verizon store and you can get My Plan for our best price ever. Get exactly what you want in your phone plan and only pay for what you need. Bring your phones to your Verizon store today and get My Plan. These deals won't last. It's your Verizon.
With FedEx One Rate, you can ship to your student for a simple, predictable flat rate. Send a box full of home-baked treats that say, "Your father and I miss you." Or send a box full of instant noodles that says, "Your father and I would like you to stop asking us for money." Either way, one rate fits all. FedEx One Rate. 2-day shipping, one flat rate. Starting at $14.50. Visit FedEx.com/OneRate for details. Exclusions apply.
If you're gonna play the game, boy, you gotta learn to play it right.
DraftKings is all about responsible gaming. It's more fun when it's for fun. So play responsibly. DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction.
And welcome to another edition of Pats from the Past podcast. It's Matt Smith alongside with Paul Perillo. And we are really pleased to be joined by number 80 on your scorecard, but number 1 in our hearts, at least for today, the great. And I'm not, we overuse the word great a lot of times. We're not overusing the word here.
Using it today.
It is Irving Fryar. Irving, thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate it.
Matt, it's my pleasure. I don't get a chance to come back this way too often, but I'm here to watch the game today. I'm here to cheer the Patriots on. I'm also get a chance to see my son and my grandchildren because they're up here in Boston.
That's great. Is that the impetus for coming back here? Because it's you're. I mean, I can't.
No, I just came back just to be on the show.
No, right. I mean, like, what was your impetus? Because it's great when some of the people, like, there's a lot of people, Irving, in this area, and understandably so, who think the franchise started in 2001, and that's not the case.
No.
You know, so when somebody like you comes back here, you're literally franchise royalty. What was the impetus to come back here?
Well, the impetus to come back was an email that I received from the Patriots organization inviting some of the alumni back.
Awesome.
They put together an opportunity, a program, or an event, I guess you could call it, either one of those, for us to come back and have a space for us where we can bring a couple of guests. And I'm still good friends with Tony Collins. We stay in contact with one another. He came several weeks ago, and I think he brought like 19 cats with him. And they all had Tony Collins jerseys on. And I saw that. He posted it. I saw it. I called him. And he told me about it. So I responded to the email, got in touch with Jeff, talked with Kate, and here I am.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah. So, first of all, what are you up to now? Before we get into memory lane, you know, what have you been? Yeah, I mean, you look like you could still play. Matt and I were joking with you before
10
we
snaps
started.
for sure.
You look like you could get out and jump in the X spot right now and run 10 go routes, no problem.
Well,
what are you been up to?
I still do work out, and I work hard. So I'm working hard. I had some surgery a little while ago. I had a stone in my bladder. And yeah, that was a bad experience. So I'm doing the best that I can to stay as healthy as I can, and part of that is working out. But what I'm doing now, I've been doing the past 25 years now almost, and I'm still pastoring.
That's great.
I'm actually pastoring at 2 different churches now, but I'm still doing that. I can't get away from it. I can't run from it. I tried several times, trust me, and it is what it is. It's a calling that you become a prisoner to, as the Apostle Paul says in Scripture, and you can't get away from it. So I'm enjoying it. I love loving people, and we need love more than anything in today's world.
Yep.
You know it better than I do.
Yep.
So I do podcasts. I do some analysis with the Eagles down in Philadelphia. But most of my work, most of my attention, most of my focus is with the church and winning souls.
That's great. So let's go down memory lane, Irving. And I don't think a lot of younger people would remember.
No,
and
they
you're
wouldn't.
in a fraternity that's pretty select.
Very small.
There aren't many wide receivers that were selected number 1 overall in the draft. I know Keyshawn's one of them because I can remember that.
That was after me.
Right. And there's another gentleman whose name I can't remember, I think from the 60s.
Yeah.
You're the number 1 pick in the NFL. What was that like for a kid coming out of Nebraska from South Jersey? What was that like at the time to be the number 1 pick overall?
Well, it wasn't the pomp and circumstance that you have now, with all of the celebration and they sell tickets to the draft now, and there's thousands of people that show up in whatever city they're having the draft. It wasn't like that. When I was drafted, I actually signed my contract before the draft. And probably by the time the draft came, I had spent like $25,000. But the day of the draft, they sent a car down to New Jersey, picked myself and my mother up. We went to the draft. They announced it. We did an interview. We got back in the car and went back home. That was as exciting as it was.
That's unbelievable.
But there's something interesting that I kind of just realized maybe several months ago. I was doing an interview and began to talk about it and thinking about being drafted as the #1 pick, but I was drafted as a wide receiver. I was a wingback in college.
Right.
So as a wingback in college, my one-on-ones in practice were in a three-point stance, blocking down on defensive ends or blocking linebackers. My one-on-ones in practice never at Nebraska were me standing up or even split out, running routes against a defensive back. So the first time I had ever run a route against a defensive back standing up was my first day in training camp. I had never done that before. And man, I got my behind whooped quite a few times because Raymond Claiborne and Ronnie Lepet, those guys did not play. They were great cornerbacks, and I had to face them every day. So it was a learning curve for me that was pretty long. It took me a minute to get my feet up underneath me to learn how to be a wide receiver. And we didn't throw the ball that much.
No.
So, and I really didn't become, I feel, a good receiver until I went to Miami.
Right.
Yeah, where they focused on throwing the ball.
Sure.
So what was your experience like? You mentioned the guys on the defensive side, but you had a pretty good wide receiver on the other side, in Stanley Morgan.
Yes.
You know, so what was it like, sort of trying to pick his brain a little bit?
Well, here's the story behind Stanley. So yes, I come in, I'm a wingback. I don't have a clue as to what I'm doing at the wide receiver position. So I know Stanley's here. I've heard of Stanley. I've actually watched him several times in games, and so I'm figuring I'm going to get some tutelage from him, and he's going to help me out. Well, when I got drafted, Ron Myers was the head coach.
Yep.
Ron Myers was falling out with Stanley Morgan. They both were having a falling out. I think Ron was trying to get rid of Stanley. So when I came in, Ron put me at the same position as Stanley. So I was a threat to Stanley. He and Ron were going at it. I'm on the same side. So Stanley didn't talk to me. He didn't say a word to me. Halfway through my rookie year, Ron Myers gets fired. Raymond Berry comes in. Raymond Berry takes me and he puts me on the other side of Stanley. So now Stanley and I are playing at the same time rather than me playing and Stanley on the side or Stanley playing and me on the sideline. But the damage had already been done. So Stanley still wasn't talking to me. So my whole rookie year, and I don't blame him, but my whole rookie year, Stanley didn't say a word to me. Not one single word, because I was a threat to him.
Matt, we're not even 10 minutes in, and you're sort of finding out why the Patriots struggled so much.
And now, great moments in history.
So I do the thing where you see somebody in their car, they're about to leave, so you pull over, put your signal on, and you sit there. So this guy in a big Tesla comes up right in front of me, starts giving me the hands, like, what? I'm like, Moshe, go around. He's like, he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't go around. Finally, he decides, I'll go around. So he goes around, but then he decides to do a pull-up, roll-down. He pulls up next to me.
Imagine that he pulls the pull-up,
He does a pull-up,
you,
roll-down and pulls down the window. So he starts talking to me, and I just say, keep effing driving, just like that. He had the kids in the back seat. I don't care. But I just said, keep effing. He goes, well, we'll talk later. I go, no, we won't. But
ended it.
That was it.
That's another great moment from
Oh, yeah. That was up at the Burlington Mall.
You ready?
Yeah.
You ready to
By
throw
the
down?
Rainforest Cafe.
Yeah, I was in the parking lot.
Fred
It
said,
smells
F them kids.
Like pool.
All right, back here, 855-PATS-500 is the hotline. But before we get to that, Deuce has
That's
the
right,
co-pilot
Fred.
stuff.
It's time for the co-pilot stuff,
Co-pilot
also
stuff.
known as the question of the week, presented by Microsoft Copilot, where every day is game day and where every decision is powered by insight, innovation, Microsoft technology. Helps to make decisions faster, insight sharper, and strategies more adaptive. All right, guys, the Patriots are on a 10-game win streak right now. And the
10.
question this week is, how does that
10.
stack up in team history? Other extended Patriot win streaks.
Okay, well, here's a question
this is
for
a
you
Freddie
before
question.
I answer.
Yeah, well.
Are we talking about win streaks over
Both.
spans of seasons or
Both.
within a season?
Well, let's begin with over seasons because they're not quite there yet. But over the
Is
course
that
of seasons-
21?
Yeah,
That's
21
number
is
one.
the top.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. That's the big one from
I lived it.
December 2006 all the way through 9/2008. That was included the 2007 16-0 season. Also had an 18-game regular season win streak from 03 to 04 into that season. And then there were, I believe, 5 times they've gone on 10-game win streaks when you connect the two seasons. But just for single season,
That had to be Super Bowl seasons, right?
From 06 to 07?
06 to 08. So they won a
if they
couple
go
regular
over
season
seasons,
games.
they have to-
We're not talking
season
playoffs.
only?
Not talking playoffs.
Don't
not
concern
talking-
yourself
oh,
with
not
that
talking
big game.
No, he's
Not the
confusing
regular
us because
season.
he's just talking regular season.
Sorry.
I mean, they lost in the 06 playoffs and the 07
Right,
playoffs.
right,
so I just
Right.
needed
No,
to
we're just
clarify.
talking regular season. So when
Okay.
you extend over two seasons of regular season,
Which is kind of
But that's not no.
but just for a single season,
No.
This is tied for third. Tied for third.
Fred finger wagging.
No, it doesn't. I don't even want to talk about regular season that goes into the other season. It's
The
irrelevant.
playoffs are a whole thing, and then you got to win the Super Bowl.
He's so right.
Right. But you lost the game.
All right. What about just within a single season? How about that? Within a single
Fine.
regular season.
Fine.
Of course, 2007.
I was going to say 16?
16 and 0.
Yeah.
12 in a row in 2003.
Yes.
And
Okay.
there's one other time that they've won 10 in a row. Boom.
Yeah.
Lazar. Nailed it.
Yeah.
So tied for third longest regular season win streak here. As you're watching online, you can see co-pilot spit it out at you. But impressive. I mean, carving out their little spot. You know,
The
this isn't
2015 team was so good. If they just got hurt at the end of the
injury,
year.
attrition,
Yeah.
Right. They lost
Well,
Deion Lewis.
Bill lost his mind, too. That was part of it.
Oh, and the Harper's Muff game.
So the funny thing about the co-pilot
Don't make me
question
do
of
the
week
greatest hits.
Uh-oh.
is that every time we do this on Thursday, Deuce says, "Don't forget when we come out of the break, I'm going to be doing the co-pilot." I'm like, "Yeah, Deuce, you just take it." And without fail, every time we come out of the break, I forget. You know.
Well, I
and
like giving you your
so,
space.
So I like Deuce this time. He's like,
I was staring at Paul while I was doing it too, because he was looking at you. No, it's everyone's favorite segment. I was saying I was really bummed out that Paul wasn't here last week because it was really one directed towards the 1996 season, which was when the Patriots played the Giants on a Saturday, and it was a big game. And I was like quizzing Paul. I was like, I was upset you weren't there, Paul. I kind of came up with this.
23,
and he's ripping him off, and then I'm like, there's one more, and then he's like, and I'm like, eh. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I was there.
I was.
Spee in Fresno writes in, Fred does indeed bring a sharp editorial eye when selecting which emails to read. He's filtered out most of my awful ones over the years, thankfully concealing the true depths of my idiocy. Combine that with Fred's refined taste for 40% fat burger meat, and we can easily grasp how the kingmaker has ascended to his throne anyway, and to the throne. Anyway, yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Anyway, to weigh in on the soft scheduling thing, I get that Evan is tired of the way some people have brought it up. But I think I agree with Paul that we'll have to wait and see if the cupcakeness of it all actually tells us something meaningful. For example, if the Patriots flame out in the postseason and struggle next year against stiffer competition, how couldn't one refer back to the soft schedule as a central reason for the 2025
Because we got to
Patriots
see
success?
how it looks.
Whether Sensi Homer Evan likes it or not, there are multiple ways it could end up a meaningful part of the story. But what happens if next year the Patriots don't do as well, but Kansas City's back and Buffalo, although their window's closed, but the Ravens are back.
That was well done right there. That was good.
So,
Okay,
I mean, those
yeah.
could be factors too.
But like you
know?
also have to see how it looks this year in the playoffs. Like if they play, I'm just gonna use the Bills. If they play Josh Allen and the Bills and they lose 45-40 in like a classic, like are you gonna sit there and say what frauds?
Nope.
You're right. You know, so like I think that all of it matters in terms of the context of it.
And I say, Mike and I say this all the time. That was our mantra the whole offseason. Like, I need to see it. I need to see how it looks. And the thing the scenario you just painted, absolutely, I would not say, well, they proved they didn't belong. Like, you can be 1-0 and still not prove that you didn't belong. Or, conversely, I'm not going to say you could win it all and still be a fraud, because you win it all, but you can, sort of slip by Jacksonville or something like that and maybe lose in the AFC Championship game.
Yeah.
And maybe not have proved anything either. Like, you need to see how it all unfolds.
How do you feel if you look at it through the lens of last year's team? Because those last year two Patriots teams were one of those easy schedule teams, right? And they really were. Like, I think about those teams and I'm like, man, this opponent is really going to have to screw it up to lose to this team. Like, you're going to have to turn it over a few times. So, I do think from that perspective, like, as a fan and someone who's covering a team like that, there is some element of truth of there are certain teams, and I don't think it's all of them, but there are a handful of teams at the bottom that that it's going to take a miracle for them to win a football game.
I hear what everybody's saying. To win 10 in a row.
Yeah.
it's one thing that if they were, I don't know, 8-4, right, or 7-5, and they're having this nice season, but all their wins were against the crap teams, and fine,
They lost
won
to some crap
10
teams, too.
straight games.
Yeah.
In the NFL, like, you don't just do that by
They
accident.
took all the crap games and they won them all but one.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
You know, they lost to the Raiders.
Yeah.
So I agree with Evan. I think that they've shown you that they're a good team.
Yeah.
I mean, how good? I don't know because of that factor. But they've shown me they're a good team.
I mean, especially when I chuckle when I think of the first thing Mike Vrabel said about, can we take advantage of bad football? Like, that was the initial bar he set on day one. And I'm like, you've definitely done that.
Right.
And the other part of it,
and if you're not good, you can't do that.
And the other part of it that tells me they're good is it's not like even in 01, it was 1 week after another that something crazy was happening. There haven't been any of those. They haven't. They generally get the lead in the game, and in the second half, they're never behind, which means you're good.
Yeah.
You're playing against bad teams, and you're making them chase you, and they're not good enough to beat you.
Right.
Because you're good, and you're dictating the way the game is played. You're not relying on David Patton getting knocked unconscious while out of bounds and having the ball touch his foot.
Jeez, I forgot all about that.
Those are the kinds of things that
Buffalo.
happen. And I'm not saying that the 01 team stunk. Don't misunderstand it. But like
there was some divine intervention.
there was some flukiness to that 11-5 run, and it showed the next year when they didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah.
But this, I don't think there was a lot of fluky wins in here. There were games that could have been lost that they won, but I don't like. Maybe you want to say if the Miami guy, if Achane doesn't step out of bounds, maybe that game ends differently. But do you have any more examples of that?
And there were still 5-6 minutes left in the game.
Oh, there was a minute left.
Was there?
Yeah.
Which
no, you
can
make the argument that May would have gone down and scored, and they could have won. And based on what I've seen for the last 13 weeks, I'm not going to argue with you because May's been good.
That kind of was a fluky game.
You could say there was a little flukiness to that game, but I don't think there was any real flukiness to these other wins.
Yeah, I mean Gibson returning a kickoff for a touchdown. That was for the longest time, that was the only kickoff return touchdown in the league for the first 10 weeks of the season, and that ended up being the game winner in that game. But
and in fairness, it followed a punt return touchdown for Miami.
Yeah, but I just you don't win 10 games in a row in this league by accident.
It's you can talk about luck all you want, but it's like that old saying, you have to be prepared to take advantage of the luck. That's in a sense what they're doing. Like, they've gotten a lot of breaks and they've still taken advantage of every single one.
And Drake May's playing like an MVP candidate. That's the one thing that, if you had a quarterback who was...
That's the putting in the work to take advantage of the situation.
I am consistent, too. I think Denver is, they're a win over the Raiders away from winning 10 in a row. And I don't think they're that great either.
Yeah.
I think they're good, just like I think the Patriots are good. But I don't think they're a great team.
I need to dive into them a little more. I know they've been all comebacks, too, right? They've had 9 comeback wins in a row.
They've had more...
I think they've trailed in 12 games this year.
They've had more... one-score games than the Patriots. Well, in the win streak, they've had more one-score games than the Patriots. And even the one-scores, the Patriots' one-score games are you win by 5 or 6, and the Broncos have won by 1.
Yeah. Right.
Literally.
Crazy comeback ones.
Jacob in Milwaukee. So apologies in advance for the grammar. This is about the Denver thing. Some interesting info about altitude.
A lot of Denver hate.
Long-time listener since 2014, first-time emailer.
The science guy?
When you guys discuss altitude and adjusting to Denver's altitude, it takes approximately 2 weeks for the body to adjust. The downside is, technically speaking, you can never train to reach your maximum intensity for performance like you could at sea level due to the lack of oxygen. That being said, the theory is live high to gain the adaptations of living at a higher altitude and train at sea level so you can reach your maximum training potential. Completely impractical, but felt worth sharing, listening to yesterday's episode. Probably won't make the light of day, but appreciate the show. Well, it did make the light of day.
It did.
You want to get high?
You start on the top of the mountain, you go down to the mountain, bottom of the mountain, you train,
But
you go
that's
back to the top of the
interesting. You
mountain.
can never reach your maximum potential because there's not enough
Never
oxygen.
thought of it that way.
Yeah, it is interesting.
So,
Interesting.
Live high, train low.
Is it
Health
interesting or
outcomes for
important?
people that live in
Interesting.
those
All of
mountainous
it.
countries.
Interesting.
That's why you live in the Western Mass, right? The
Yeah.
mountains.
Trent in Sylvan
is that
Lake.
why?
Exactly.
Trent in Sylvan Lake
That's why my
says,
family
Evan, you said
immigrated
your
here.
time at ESPN was the
Like,
best
shoot.
2 years of your life. Why didn't you go back?
Incorrect.
Wow.
Didn't work at ESPN. So if you're going to come at me, at least get your facts straight.
Come correct.
100%.
54's locker.
I didn't know Brewski was next to me.
It's NFL Network. Thank you very much.
Angry Evan's been fun this week.
Culver City. Do you ever go to the conservatory in Culver City for coffee?
Probably.
Yeah, it's
No, it doesn't sound too
goofy
familiar. I
place.
was, you know,
It's very good.
we were in the
A
bunker.
foofy coffee place in California, in
Called the
L.A.
Conservatory. Called the Conservatory.
Who would have thought?
Who'd have
There was,
Single origin? Single origin.
I don't know what that
There's
means,
this,
but probably.
There's this pizza place though, in,
Arabica?
you know, LA, very famous for not having great pizza. But this one guy in Culver City, he had moved from Brooklyn to LA, and he brought his pizza recipe with him
I've seen
from
his
New
YouTube
York.
videos.
And he, what was it called?
Brooklyn Pizza.
No, it was like a name.
Yeah.
Brooklyn Pizza.
But it was very good.
Inside little Culver City, the
Yeah,
right
in
inside
the
town,
little
like near
town.
Ford's filling station.
Yeah.
Those ones.
Yeah, inside
Great
there.
place.
That
Harrison
was
Ford's
a great
son.
place. There's also a great Greek place right down the street from the NFL Network studios that we'd used to go to and get gyros.
Yeah. That was
sometimes.
called the Greek place.
Yes, it was.
Yellow.
It was actually called like Mykonos or something like that. It
I
was
know
really-
exactly what you're talking about.
It's very good.
Yeah, there's good restaurant. I mean, I
Bob.com.
used to walk in there all the time. They had a Cold Stone too.
All right.
And a Chipotle if we wanted to go basic, you know.
All right, back to the
It's got all
phones.
the chains out
855
there.
Pats 500. Chad is in LA. What's up, Chad?
Big Chad day.
Did you know Chad?
No,
Hey,
well,
how
not
are
this
you?
one. Hey, Chad.
Yeah, there are no good pizzas in LA, unfortunately.
La Rocco's. Go to La Rocco's in Culver City.
Now that's a Brooklyn pizza place, La Rocco's.
I'll try it.
It sounds skeptical.
Disappointed every time.
4.5 stars on Google. Shout
Okay.
out La Rocco's.
All right.
Let's see a picture of it.
I wanted to ask about the play calling in particular. In Catch 22, Evan, you mentioned that you think that they're kind of holding out on Drake running the ball a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Is that accurate?
Yes, that's what I think. Don't know. That's what I think.
Yeah. Okay. So they have obviously access to Brady's entire playbook from his career.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So obviously that wouldn't necessarily be the kind of play that they would call for Brady. So they're developing obviously plays that are specific to Drake. But my question would be, is what kind of plays have you seen Brady perform that Drake hasn't necessarily performed yet?
It's not.
That you think is in his wheelhouse?
Okay, it's an Evan question, but I have an answer.
You can answer it. Brady plays that Drake hasn't necessarily done yet. I wouldn't say very many. I mean, honestly, it's pretty similar what they're running with Drake now. I mean, they hit Stephon Diggs on the juke route and Haas juke last week for like 13 yards, and it's pretty cool actually to like see Drake kind of pressing the same buttons and pulling the same levers, and it looks similar.
There's
in
nothing
a lot
from
of
a
ways.
physical standpoint that Brady did that Drake hasn't done. What Drake hasn't done that Brady did all the time, it's the situations. And we just haven't seen the situations yet, so we don't know.
Yeah.
But but there's no throw that Brady made that Drake can't make, and Drake has more mobility. You know, it's amazing. Like, so you want to stop there because Brady is the greatest ever. But will he always be?
No,
Is there a chance that someone someday?
Of course.
Right.
Yeah.
But the odds of that it being so soon, and we have the guy, it's like it would truly be lightning striking twice. But is it out of the realm of possibility? No, it's not.
Right.
But he has to
Well,
get to
and
those
obviously-
situations.
Yeah.
I think there's a good chance of it happening again here because we have the history, we have the record, we have all the data. But also, really quick, I'm leading to one particular question. Why aren't we doing the hurry up offense more?
We don't need to.
Yeah. They do it a little bit, but most of it is more what they call like muddle huddles, where like you kind of like you huddle, but it's not like a super fast. It's a super fast huddle. It's not an extended huddle where he's saying all the verbiage.
Hurry up is different than like what you're talking about. Like there's one that you're racing against the clock.
Like no
There's
huddle,
another
yeah.
one where no huddle, where you're just trying to eliminate the other team from being able to substitute and all that. There's difference.
I kind of agree with you. I don't think that they've needed it because they've been in control of almost every game in the second half.
Yeah.
You know, they used it a great 2-minute drill at the end of the first half this past game.
Yeah.
Monday night, they went right down the field. I mean, they got a big chunk play, like 40 yards to Ramondre Stevenson, but that's, you know,
I would
no huddle, hurry up.
All right, thanks, guys.
I'm really fascinated about that sequence you're talking about because it kind of looked like Drake was calling the plays, and because they were going right to the line of scrimmage, and he checked in and out of a couple different things. And they have this thing called the NASCAR package where it's one word association to play calls. So all he has to do is get to the line of scrimmage and yell a name. Usually they're named after like famous basketball players or cities or like something like that. So he'll just go Jordan, 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 and then everybody knows what play they're running just based off that one word. And so that's how their no huddle package has always worked under McDaniels. But a lot of that is what he's seeing at the line of scrimmage, and he's kind of running the show. And I think that's been the most impressive part to me about Drake is that he's already doing that in his second season in the NFL. Like you're seeing him solve problems with pressure and, check in and out of plays. And sometimes they have 2 plays called in the huddle where, it's either pass or run pass or whatever. And he's checking in and out of things based off of what, he's seeing from the defense. And to do that already at 23 years old and do it at a really high level is not normal.
Yeah.
So that's been really impressive.
I liked what Fred said. It feels like the intangibles are the things that, separated Brady. Yeah. And he just, and that's something I don't think Drake has, like you said, had an opportunity to. And it's, I kept talking to Drake a killer. These are the things you're probably going to find out here in the playoffs of, team goes down and scores and takes the lead with 1:43 left in the game. And Drake's going to get a possession. Can he, is it time to shine like it was Brady? And that's, how many times did Brady do that to win championships?
Right.
And that's, I think that's, if there's ever going to be another great one like that, there's no comparison physically, but when you talk about intangibles, there's no comparison either with what Brady
and
did.
maniacally competitive 12 months out of the year.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not saying he doesn't, but like, is Drake in the off season, is he going to be in Montana, like, working out 2 days a week,
right? Is he going to wake up the day after he wins the Super Bowl and like time to start training again? Because I'm already
not to mention the diet and lifestyle stuff,
right? Yeah,
that's a longevity
thing. Huge,
but in terms of physical, outside the numbers, down the seam, long ball,
right. There's nothing you could say.
Short,
right?
He's just as good as any quarterback.
Yeah, that's what's cool about sports. There's one guy who has all the physical tools, and a guy who maybe doesn't quite. Brady still has amazing physical tools, but in the grand scheme of NFL quarterbacks, he's maybe not the most mobile guy, maybe not the biggest arm, but when you put the package together and when it's on the line, there's no one else you'd rather have.
No. Justin, subject line, nonsense from armchair GMs. I'm really glad none of these armchair GMs are running the Patriots front office. We have an excellent number 1 corner who can shut down one side of the field, but people like the caller want to trade him because getting a receiver is more important. It's ridiculous the amount of people online who also say to trade Gonzo because of his previous injuries. If you people ran the Patriots front office, you'd have shipped out Gronk the minute his injuries became an issue. Wow. Here.
Well, they did try to trade.
I was going to say Bill did try to trade Gronk, so I digress.
I get it. Everybody loves the wide receivers, and I think even if you had Justin Jefferson, you'd still probably want one.
I definitely think that we all kind of, I think, feel like next offseason you hope that they add another piece. But that's just to keep it rolling. Like that's not just you don't want to be complacent.
Every year you got to improve.
Right.
I think I said it yesterday. I think they have to get better this offseason. You have to come into the game into next year feeling like you felt after they won the Super Bowl in 2003 and they went and got Corey Dillon. And maybe some people that seems overkill. You just want to, but I think that's the kind of step that they need to, continue to take. And, maybe even just identifying players that we don't even realize that we want to try to upgrade this player. They'll have opportunity with some of the few open spots on their roster that they're going to have to address. But I still think they need at least 1 or 2 splash guys that really make you think, give you reason to believe they're going to be better.
I have one for you.
Gimme.
Isaiah Likely.
Yeah,
because
I think Mike brought him up to me like 2 weeks ago.
Well, Baltimore just extended Mark Andrews again yesterday. Likely's going to be an unrestricted free agent. I love Austin Hooper, but if you get Isaiah Likely, much younger player, much more dynamic tight end,
from Everett.
And sort of pass the torch. He's not a blocker. Like that's, he's not really, he's more of like a big slot receiver. But Drake loves throwing to tight ends. He loves throwing to big targets.
Yeah.
So
I would like it. That's a solid one.
I think it'd be a great move.
Okay. Patty's in Agawam. What's up, Patty?
Hey, guys and gals. What's going on?
Hey.
Rocking and rolling.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So it's my annual phone call to bitch about Rodney Harrison not being in the Hall of Fame just yet.
Let it out.
I don't know about you guys, but I feel like if he doesn't get in this year, he's going to have to wait till he's eligible for the senior committee to be voted on. And to me, that's Paul. I'm with you. Like, I know you love Rodney. Rodney is my second favorite Patriot of all time, behind Tom. And just my opinion.
Yeah.
But the area he played in, there was Ed Reed, and there was Dawkins, Palomalu, and Harrison.
Ooh.
Rank them however you want.
Okay. Well, Bill Belichick would agree with you. Thanks, Patty. Let's go to Mark in Vermont. Mark in Vermont.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Come on, Mark. We're going to
All right.
Vermont tomorrow.
Sorry, Mark.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Ask him for some
I was
Rex.
hoping he was going to have some Rex, like, donuts or something.
Yeah. Owies is in Texas. What's up, Owies?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
Hey, yeah. So I've been trying to, I've been drawing some parallels with the Golden State Warriors when they had Mark Jackson, and then they got Steve Kerr, and then it was like almost like a flip that was just switched, and Steve Kerr, with his experience with the GOAT and kind of how we got raped and he's played with our GOAT, I feel like I have a very good feeling that we might end up making a deep run, and for whatever reason, if we don't get the job done, who do you think could be a Kevin Durant that would want to join our Patriots in NFL terms? That will give us like a shoe-in for a Super Bowl almost every year follow.
Well, Mark Jackson the Warriors with Mark Jackson were much better than the Patriots were pre-Vrabel. The Warriors with Mark Jackson, I want to say they went to Game 7 against the Thunder with Durant and Westbrook.
I don't know anything about it.
And then they also won a title without Durant, too.
They won multiple titles before Durant got there.
In terms of the timeline.
But with Kerr, I'm with you, Ev. I'm not sure.
I can't remember, but Mark Jackson took the Warriors a lot further than like Gerard Mayo took the Patriots.
And there was a lot
I hear
more.
What he's saying.
And his point was that they had
the coach before the coach.
a subpar coach, and then a coach that obviously got them over the top. That parallel, I think, is accurate. But the Warriors were much better than the Patriots were that Vrabel inherited. There's a reason why he turned is it 50%? I mean, I don't know what the number is, but the roster turnover is like way higher than the average percentage.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I don't know what the numbers are, Evan, you might have them like off the top of your head, but is it like 30, 33, 35%, typical? And the Patriots had to be like 50.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Turnover.
Yeah. They were like around in the 40 to 45% when they made the roster and out of camp. Now that it's changed a million times, it's probably even more. So, but I don't know if you really want to count that because it's all these in-season
I'm
transactions.
I would be talking about what they opened
did
the
in the
season
ops.
with.
I want to say it was
year.
around 40% turnover.
Yeah, and there are still a number of guys. You obviously Drake May was here, so that would count. But we were talking about this morning. There's a handful of guys that were here that are significant contributors. I mean, in addition to May, but like Christian Barmore, Christian Gonzalez, Marcus Jones, Hunter Henry,
Onwenu.
Mike Onwenu would be another one. Ramondre. I mean, they have guys that have contributed.
Yep.
So it's not like this is all new guys and Vrabel's just magic doing it all. But this is about Drake May's ascension and the new coach's culture.
We were talking about best rookie seasons for Patriots. Ted in San Diego says Robert Edwards, 1,100 yards and 98.
Nothing compared to
It was a
Curtis Martin.
soft 1,100
Correct.
yards. Yeah.
Correct.
Like, don't play beach football.
Yeah. Now, what he might have been, but yeah, I agree. That was a really good team that he, was a pass-first team that he took advantage of a lot of.
Did Aaron Hernandez sniff that at all in 2010? I mean, he was better than Gronk. I don't know if he was that good though.
I mean, I always thought Gronk was better even that year. But yeah, sure, they both had good rookie years. Yeah. But I would Curtis Martin was really good as a. I think he had 14. Was it 1,400 yards? Maybe. Am I over remembering that?
Oh, that might be. I mean, what about Gerard Mayo, defensive rookie of the year?
They all think that was fake. No socks included.
Made a lot of tackles. Tackle machine.
You know me and tackle machines.
We don't like tackles around here. We don't know.
No, we like TFLs, INTs.
Did he have any of those?
I don't.
Because those interest me.
I think maybe. I'd have to check.
Let's see. Stump the Grump.
Nice.
Quick one. Kyle and Pembroke. Only 4 Patriots quarterbacks have had 25 or more passing touchdowns in a season, and May can be the 5th if he gets 2 more. Brady did it 14 times, Bledsoe 3, Grogan once. Who was the 4th?
Eason?
Nope.
Sugar.
He only did it once.
I don't know. I'm going to say just
Babe
to have fun.
Babe Parilli is correct.
Just to have fun, because I didn't think Castle threw for more than 25 that year.
Oh.
Babe Parilli.
Yeah, he's probably close, right?
The Babe.
But I was going to.
Most people know that as the Babe, not, Babe Parilli. Bigger deal than the other Babe.
Imagine if we were doing the show then, that's what Fred would say.
Yeah.
What?
If Babe Parilli was our quarterback now, you'd be like, yeah, the Babe.
The real
The Babe.
21 for Matt Castle.
21. Okay, so
21 on 11.
You're in for a little bit, right?
Eddie frisky.
Eddie in L.A., I'm going to be honest and say I'm actually scared to see the Texans in the playoffs. That defense is the best in the league, and if the offense can be more consistent, they can be a much better team all around than they've shown. They scare me more than the Broncos, Chiefs, and Colts. I feel every other AFC team would be a cakewalk. What do you all think?
I think you're crazy if you think every team is a cakewalk, but
Daniel Hunter and Will Anderson.
I don't hate your Texans Broncos take.
Yeah. I mean, if Myles Garrett wasn't in the league, Will Anderson's the best defensive player in football. It just happens that he's on Earth with an alien, so it doesn't really count. But Will Anderson is a scary dude. That guy's unbelievable.
The Texans, to me, would worry me a little more than the Broncos. I need to see a little more, but if Stroud is Stroud is so much better than Bo Nix. If he's back and healthy,
don't say that too loud,
and they
Paul.
play the last month of the season, that would be. Now those 2 teams played, and they played an absolute rock fight. The Broncos and the Texans. The Broncos ended up stealing late.
I think
it's like 18-15 or something like that.
I think what's keeping fans from being totally confident about this offense going up against anybody is the fact that a lot of these second halves, they haven't scored a lot of points. And we haven't seen that game where they've had 45 points, pure offensive points, no special teams defense mixed in. And we haven't seen that yet. But like we were talking about earlier, they haven't really needed it yet.
Yeah.
They haven't been in a game where they had to score that many points. But we haven't seen that. So I think that's what's, when they go against a tough defense, it's going to be,
I don't know if it's that as much as who they've gone against. Yeah. I think some people ducking.
No, but they've gone against good pass defenses.
But they haven't faced a lot of good defenses. And the good defenses they do face are terrible teams. So you don't have the pressure of scoring.
Yeah,
that's fair. But I mean, I think to me at least, there's still maybe a little bit of trepidation with the offensive line. And if they go up against the pass rush like Houston's with these, monsters on the edge, is Will Campbell going to be healthy to play in that game? Is it going to be Vidarian Lowe?
First game back,
or where is he going to be at when he does come back? I understand. Their numbers are much better as an offensive line than last year, but it's still average.
Well, if Houston was undefeated, I'd be more worried. But other teams have beat them.
Yeah, and largely because the
Why can't we?
They started
Logic
very
is
slow.
sound.
Yeah, they did start
Started
slow.
Davis
and
Mills.
The quarterback, well, I mean, in Mills's defense, they managed to win the games that he played, but their offense is very limited without Stroud. They won rock fights for the most part, with the exception of that miracle comeback against Jacksonville, that they had like 29 points in the fourth quarter or some ungodly stat.
I just wonder, like, if they Drake May's got to handle pressure as well as he has all year. Like that's been their answer to a lot of it. So,
hey, Darius Slay hasn't reported to the Bills yet. He's contemplating retirement.
He thinks he doesn't want to play.
Yeah,
he retired in the locker room at halftime.
Okay. All right, it's that time of the week.
Vontae Davis.
Yeah.
So, Paul, what happened last week?
Let's see. It was Alex, Evan, and Fred, all 10-6. Paul 9-7, and Mike 8-8.
Did you do the Superman thing?
Maybe.
Accidentally?
Not accidentally.
With the spread.
Are you trolling Cam Newton?
No.
With the spread, Paul 11-4-1.
Wow.
Evan 10-5-1.
Coming back.
Good job by you.
What a comeback for Paul.
Alex and Fred 8-7-1.
And
Mike 11-1.
I gotta start doing the George Costanza.
At this point, are you doing this on purpose?
What, Fred?
Yes.
So
I am.
here's
You got me.
the most updated standings. Fred maintains his slim one-game lead over Alex, 131-62-1. Alex 130-63-1. Mike 123-70-1. Paul 121-72-1. Evan 117-76-1.
Tight.
With the spread, dominance continues by Fred Kirsch, 106-86-2. Paul 98-94-2. Evan 95-97-2. Alex 93-99-2. And Mike 80-112-2.
80.
I'm doing it on purpose. 40 games under 500.
That's why I don't bet.
32. For those of
Among
you
other
keeping track.
reasons.
Yeah, among other reasons.
80-112 is hard.
Easily keep it. I know.
Dude,
That's why I
What's
Hey,
more,
Deuce.
what's more impressive, 106-86 for Fred or 80-112 for Mike?
We get all into the spectrum here.
I mean,
Well, impressive
you should
is-
just fade Deuce, right? Like
Fade Deuce.
Yeah.
Fade me.
Yeah.
All right.
Does he know what that means?
All right.
I do actually.
Fred's trying to.
I learned it from
He
Fred's
doesn't
book.
We gotta hurry.
but he
Let's,
got it.
let's
Sorry.
get into it.
Oh my God.
Starting tonight on Thursday night, Prime Video, the Dallas Cowboys 6-5-1 at Detroit 7-5. I'll be watching.
Detroit by 3. I will not be.
Why?
Streaming. I don't do that.
Oh, jeez.
And then he'll come in
You
tomorrow
have
and he'll
Prime,
know
right?
all
I
about
really
the
like,
game.
I
Because
like the
you know what I
Amazon
do?
presentation.
Evan's right. Well, I don't know about tomorrow. per
We
se,
won't. Yeah, you're right.
But I
meant
watched
in
that
general.
little clip that they put out. It's like a 10, 12-minute clip.
Oh, yeah.
You see
You
the
see
whole
all the
game.
key
I know,
players.
but
I know,
Paul,
it's
Oh, okay.
you have Amazon, right? Prime.
Oh, I have Prime.
So you have it.
No,
It's
I know.
literally a
Just watch
button
the
on
game.
I
remote.
don't like not being able
It's
to
the
change the
easiest
channel.
Oh, for God's
possible.
sake.
Oh, no, I didn't say it's hard to do.
It's the channel changing.
I want to change the channel.
You have an iPad?
I don't understand your generation with the channel changing.
I like to watch
gives
other
me a
things.
lot of stress.
I watch a lot of stuff.
He has a lot of programs, Alex.
I do.
When
His
my dad
stories.
used to
Thank you,
change
Evan. I
his
have to watch
channel
my stories.
for a
Gotta know
commercial
what's
break, I
going
used
on
to
with
get
The
so stressed out. That's true.
I watch a lot
Love
of
Island.
stuff. I watch a lot
How
of
do you
stuff.
watch Love Island? That's on a stream.
But one of them should be football.
I don't watch that.
You
stuff.
don't?
Love Island?
There's
come
some reality shows that you get
Love
into
Island's
that I raise my eyebrows.
I don't really
at.
watch.
Oh, is it Evan that's
watch
into
the
that?
game.
I don't really watch
good
any
stuff.
reality shows, to be honest
You watch
with you.
football.
All right, let's go.
World's greatest
gotta
reality
go.
show.
All right.
Detroit by 3.
Yeah, all right. Deuce's wrong pick is going to be Dallas,
Oh, well, now I'm not going to take Dallas.
and I'm taking the +3. I'm going with the upset. The Lions. I think Amon-Ra is a game time decision. I think he's an important piece. So I'm gonna go with Dallas in the upset.
I'm gonna fade Deuce and take Detroit both ways.
Well, I was going to take Dallas, but now that Deuce took Dallas, I'm nervous. I do want to take a small victory lap about the Lions offense without Ben Johnson. Definitely has not been as good. I wonder why.
Offensive line.
But Dallas's
That's why I thought
defense
he was
is
gonna take
also
a
not great.
victory
But
lap
I
of
am going to take Dallas in this game because I think Dak Prescott is like low-key been awesome.
He's had a great season.
Yeah, and might be the third MVP candidate with Stafford and Drake May if they keep winning. And he's been really, really good. So I'm taking
Dallas has been good. They've been on the rise, and Dak Prescott has been tremendous.
Dak had a great start too, and no one
Yeah,
really cared.
all season he's been really, really good. But here's where I take Detroit. And the reason why I take Detroit is because just when people start talking about Dallas like that,
Right. Every
the
year.
worms is when they lose.
Every year. That's true. I think Detroit is a little bit desperate. I'm going to have them win, but I'm going to take the points. I think it's going to be a very close game.
1 or 2 points.
Yeah. I think it's going to be close, but I'll take the points.
That is a quasi-playoff game. Both teams fighting for their lives.
Sunday at 1 on Fox, Seattle, where it's they're not in Seattle, so it's not loud in Atlanta. Seattle's 9-3. They're going to Atlanta at 4-8.
Seattle by 7.
7. Still Kirk Cousins, obviously. Yeah, I'm going to take Seattle to win, but I'm going to say the Falcons are a little feisty at home. I'll take the 7 points,
It's a
please.
10 a.m. body clock game.
Yeah, they love it. They're morning people. That's the Seahawks team.
How many points is it?
7.
7.
I'll take Seattle. I'll lay the points.
I'm going to take Seattle both ways.
Oh, that's a lot.
That might have been the best defensive performance in the history of the NFL last week against Max Brosmer.
Was it really? Was
I
it
mean,
really?
My goodness.
Talk about a guy who didn't belong. No disrespect, the guy's an NFL player, but talk about a guy who didn't belong in an NFL game.
Well, I just mean statistically. I don't mean
It was ridiculous. I think one of the guys on the, I'm going to take Seattle both ways too. One of the guys on one of the recaps was saying that they could still be playing and Minnesota still would have 0 points.
Sunday at 1, battle for the AFC North on CBS. Pittsburgh is 6-6. So is Baltimore, and it's in Baltimore.
Ravens by 6.
Lamar Jackson not practicing today.
Oh, man.
He's got an ankle injury.
He's had this, right? It's been lingering a little bit.
He's got multiple injuries, and they did.
Yeah,
they've had a mini bye, and he's still not practicing.
Yeah,
so.
I'll take Baltimore to win. I'll take the points for Pittsburgh though. Close division game with quarterback banged up.
I'm agreeing with Deuce.
I know. Sorry, I love it. I'm in everybody's head.
Are you
with my
second guessing
terribleness.
yourself too?
It's making me nervous. Like, I'm picking
I love that I go first too. I set the stage.
disrespectful.
I just ruin your
I
picks.
wouldn't stand for this
He's
disrespect.
80-112 with the spread.
I'm gonna take Baltimore. I'll lay the points to fade Mike and just I think again Baltimore's
I'm
desperate.
glad I'm providing a service here for the crew.
Yeah, but watch it go
Being a good
terribly
team.
for us this time.
And I just clean up. It is true though. My record is better than Fred's if you reverse the numbers. You know?
That's why I asked, what's more impressive?
So you're welcome.
I'm tempted to pick like a rock fight, Baltimore by 3 division game, but that Steelers offense is wretched, and Aaron Rodgers is
he's a mess
physically. Is physically just as banged up, if not more, than Lamar. So I'm going to take Baltimore to cruise in this one.
Definitely Baltimore to win. They just don't look right to me as a team. But you guys are right about that offense for Pittsburgh is hard to put any faith in. I'll lay the points. Usually Pittsburgh and Baltimore play tight games.
They do. So I'm going to take the points. Baltimore will win. But I think Pittsburgh's within 6. We'll see.
The Mike Tomlin factor.
I'm tempted to just lay them, but I'll take the points. Is there a hook there?
There's no hook.
There's no hook. How come?
Because there's only 6.
I know, but like they should never do that. Because then there can be a push.
Yeah. Why do they do that?
ESPN says 5.5.
Isn't the hook to encourage a push?
It could be different on DraftKings now. I
Well,
did this
Lamar-
first thing in the morning on Thursday.
The Lamar not practicing news just broke, so it probably moved online.
That's pushing it.
Yeah.
Sunday at 1 on Fox, the 1-11 Titans at the 3-9 Browns.
What a great game.
Oh, my dear.
Cleveland by 4.5.
And who is the quarterback? Is it still Shadur?
Yeah. Actually, Sean Watson's practicing.
But it's going to be
they open the window.
It's going to be
The window. Bringing some leadership back to that room.
The window.
Shoot. Let's slip that one in. I was going to take Cleveland at home. I'll lay the points. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm gonna take Cleveland to win, and then I'll hedge. Give Tennessee the points.
I'm going to take Cleveland both ways. I think there's a chance Myles Garrett breaks the sack record in this game. And I just think Cleveland's defense dominates and causes like 5 turnovers.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same thing for the same reason. I think the only reason to watch this game is to see if Myles Garrett can sack Cam Ward, 7 times and win get the record.
Sunday at 1. Oh,
Who'd you
I didn't
pick?
do my pick. Cleveland, both ways.
I can't believe I'm
In the hot AFC South, it's the Indianapolis Colts at 8-4, going to Jacksonville 8-4. Sunday at 1 on CBS.
Good game.
Colts by 1.5.
Good game. Good game.
Mike, you always yell at me when I don't tell you when there's
Who
things.
owns?
The Jags own the Colts.
I know. You know what? That's one I actually do remember. I'm going to take the Jags and Trevor Lawrence. I think I'm fading the Colts.
Colts.
This one's hard for me because I don't know which team's fake.
In trouble.
I don't know which team to believe in. But I'm going to take Duval because Daniel Jones with a broken fibula does not seem like a good formula for the Colts to win games down the stretch. So Duval.
3D printed brace.
I'm again 100% in lockstep with Evan, Jacksonville, for the reasons he said.
I said it too, Paul. I said Jacksonville too.
The Daniel Jones broken fibula is why I'm on Jacksonville.
Okay. Not
Folks,
Myers.
you're looking for a lock? This is it, Jacksonville. That's your lock for the
Boom.
week.
You're welcome.
There you go.
Easy
Fred
money.
loves Trevor Lawrence. You love Trevor. That's a Trevor pick. He really does.
Washington 3-9 at Minnesota 4-8 on Fox Sunday at 1.
Minnesota by 2.5.
JJ 9 is back.
Nine's
Sorry,
back.
9's back.
What is that? No, I know what it means, but like, who makes fun of that?
Oh, it's his alter
Everybody.
ego that he says, like, he calls him 9, that when he flips the switch.
Oh,
It's
he
kind of
does?
like in Over the Top.
He literally called
you know,
himself
But
9.
that's what I'm asking.
switch the hat. It's like a machine, you know.
Because I noticed Herb Street's big on that.
Yeah.
He refers to guys by their numbers.
When I'm between the lines,
No,
I'm 9. I think
Alex,
was the
You won't be
exact.
surprised to learn, Alex. I don't care for it.
I like when
Just call him by his name.
I like when coaches do it,
His
like
last
when
name,
they're
preferably.
like you're playing the Browns and we're gonna have to be aware of number 95, you know, like Myles Garrett. Yeah.
Bill was big. He was a numbers guy. He wasn't a names
Right,
guy.
But he would always have the names
Yeah.
for the Wednesday press conference.
Oh,
But
yeah.
yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, that was the 20-minute.
I don't know if you know, but I've had a chance to watch film
Johnny Hecker's a
with Belichick, and he's absolutely right.
a weapon.
Every single guy is like,
Yeah.
this bleep in the slot, 31 here. Like, that's how he referred to everybody. But on Wednesdays, he had all the names. Last names,
shoot.
too, Alex. You are correct.
I'm gonna go. What was our
2.5, Minnesota.
Minnesota. I'm gonna take Minnesota at home. I'll take 9.
No, you're not.
Rolling with 9.
It's a crazy pick.
I'm gonna take Washington.
It's a crazy pick.
I'm also taking Washington. Washington, Mariota looked a little. Mariota,
Yeah,
sorry.
thank you.
He looked a little frisky, and that Vikings team is broken, I think.
Yeah, I'm going to take Washington, too. But I'm a little worried that they sort of emptied the tank in that game Sunday night.
To
But
Evan's point,
What
he
do the
did play
Sharps
really
know here?
well, and I don't
Why
think
is
he can play
Minnesota
that well
favorite
again.
in this game? What do the
it's
Sharps
two
know?
bad teams. They took the home team.
That's only 2.5 because usually at home you get 3.
Even
Not
Minnesota's
anymore.
defense
No, it's
hasn't
more
been
like
very
it's
good
more like
either.
2
I don't
points
know
now.
what's going on.
But they both had the same
Some
or
do
similar
for me.
records, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. 3-9,
So-
4-8.
The home team
I'm going
favorite,
to
I
take
don't
Washington. I
Well,
like what I saw last week.
I'm really
Technically,
going
this
for the
is
record.
actually it's 2.5 on ESPN. So
2.5. Yeah.
it's that isn't they're the home team, so they're getting 2.5.
Yeah.
So it's really
It's a
It's a pick 'em.
it's a pick. It's a toss.
Essentially.
Yeah.
All right, Sunday at 1 on CBS. Miami 5-7 at New Jersey 3-9. I'm talking about the Jets here.
Miami by 2.5.
The weather kind of makes this interesting to me because I think it's supposed to be like Arctic cold this weekend, and I assume that would be the case in New York as well. And I just love Miami in the cold. So I'm just going to keep my Deuce's crazy picks this week going on the bye week. I'm taking the Jets. Upset at home. Sit down, Miami.
80-112.
I'm gonna take Miami.
I didn't get it for a second. He's being mean to you today. He's your boy, too.
I love it. No,
He's
it's
your
good.
boy.
It's good for the show.
It's all performance.
We'll have a one-on-one after
Alex,
this.
what you got?
Miami.
Me.
I do agree with Deuce that
To a frozen.
that
Frozen
that
Tua.
the cold is a factor here for the Miami Dolphins coming up north, but that Jets team is just not good enough, and the Dolphins are kind of rolling. So I'm going to take the Dolphins.
I don't think. I mean,
I love the struggle. Look at this.
I'm just going to take Miami, but I am not like this whole like, oh, they're back in it. Like if they were again, if they were like blowing doors off of these bad teams, or at least looking better against these bad teams, maybe I'd believe in it more. But I could absolutely see Mike's pick coming through.
Thank
the
you,
Jets.
Paul. A little respect.
But I'll take Miami. And all of a sudden, they're 6-7.
I can't believe I'm agreeing with Mike. I'm going with the Jets.
I started.
There's literally a whole song where it's like he's last in the picks. I mean, there's been songs written about my performance.
That's why I get nervous when I have this pick.
Negative.
Sunday at 1 on CBS. It's the 2-10 Saints at the 7-5 Buccaneers.
Boy, Tampa got their season bailed out by some bad scheduling, huh? Tampa by 8.5.
Oh.
They were reeling.
Is Mayfield playing?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, what's left?
Iron Man.
Yeah.
He is an Iron Man.
We know who Fred's taking in this game.
Yeah, I'm taking Tampa. I'll lay the points.
Tampa.
So I will say Tyler Shuck has been sneaky fun. Watched him a little bit yesterday. It's sneaky fun. But I'm gonna take the Bucks.
Why were you
watching him yesterday?
Because he's been sneaky fun. He just does these things that he's running around with 6 guys coming after him and making throws. There's a little something there.
Chuck. Evan convinced me. I'll take the points.
Chuck and Duck.
Tampa, and I'll take the points.
I will take
what I wanted.
Buccaneers both ways. They cover. So now the crown jewel of the 1 o'clock slate. It's the 4-8 Bengals at the 8-4
The crown
Bills.
jewel. Buffalo by 5.5.
Buffalo by 5.5.
That's crazy disrespectful.
I'm going to take Buffalo to win. I'm going to take the points for Joe Burr.
I'm doing the same thing.
I'm gonna do the Fred.
Closing.
Window closing.
The window is closing.
Can't throw
I'm
deep.
taking the Bengals. I think the Bengals have been playing better than the Bills lately. I think the Bills are starting to get a little bit of nerves. They're getting a little hot butts there in Buffalo with their GM and head coach. I'm taking the Bengals.
Nice.
I'll take the Bills at home, both ways.
They are much better at home. That's valid.
I'm with Evan. Let's go Bengals.
Ooh,
Fred, that must kill you.
I hate him, but
he loves the Patriots more.
It's the least they can do for me is win this game. Now we move to 405. It's the Denver Broncos at 10-2 at the Raiders at 2-10.
Denver by 7.5.
Ooh, feels like a big number for Denver. I don't want to antagonize any Broncos fans. I'm gonna take Denver, and I'm gonna take the points for the Raiders because you know what, Bronco fans, the Raiders are a little more frisky than you think, or not. I don't know.
I'm tempted to do what Deuce did, but I won't. Denver.
The first time these teams played, it was close, but it was a Thursday night game.
10-7 in Denver.
I'm going to take the fraud Broncos, but I am going to take the Raiders to cover that spread.
Wow.
I am.
I'm going to take Denver both ways. I think
You probably should.
I think they
That's
remember how
this
close
is-
that game was. There'll be a lot of Broncos fans in Vegas. It'll be like another home game, which, Fred, to your point, they play all their games at
That's
home.
right.
That's right.
Denver both ways.
That's the right
When you
pick.
look at these division games, when one of them's close, usually the other one isn't.
I love those axioms.
So Denver covers this game. They'll lose some games, don't worry, but not this one. Sunday, 4:25 on Fox. Chicago is 9-3. They're going to Green Bay, who's 8-3-1.
Good ball game.
Green Bay by 6.5.
Oh,
really?
Disrespect.
That's pretty
disrespect,
significant, right? That's pretty significant.
Very
I
bad.
think.
It's almost like,
I like
people
it.
have actually watched the games and realized that one team's pretty good. Has a lot of talent. The other team's doing it with mirrors.
Turnovers. Yeah.
Bears and Ben Johnson.
Yeah, I'll take Green Bay at home. I'll lay the points.
I'll take Green Bay to win. I will give Chicago the points.
Did you lay the points or
I
take
laid
the
them.
point?
I'm taking my guy.
I've laid lots of
I'm taking
times.
Ben Johnson. I believe
For the dub?
I believe that the Chicago Bears and Ben Johnson win this game. That's my guy. Took his shirt off after the game last week. Everybody's talking about that.
I didn't care for that.
Got everybody free hot dogs in Chicago because he's a good guy.
It was a big, it was a big thing, right?
Him taking his shirt off.
I respect the job Ben Johnson's done.
Why
I don't
do
want
men
any of
have
it
the
though.
urge
I don't
to
want
do
it.
that when
I
they're
don't want it.
together?
What was? Do you have
When
the
men
details of it? Ev?
congregate in celebration, why do they all take their shirts
'Cause-
off?
'cause
I've
we're
wondered
men.
this for years.
So Chubby Paul has never taken part in that.
Same. Never, Chubby, I'd fall in my pool with the shirt on by accident.
Not anymore.
Oh no, I've never gone swimming with a shirt on.
I know.
But Chubby Paul does not just randomly take his shirt
Chubby
off.
Paul, you have to run around in the shower to get wet.
Nah, yeah. Do you know the details of why? Like, wasn't
Yes.
it some kind of agreement with?
So the this very famous hot dog place in Chicago said that if Ben Johnson took his shirt off in the post game celebration, that they would give free hot dogs for the entire day to everybody
So do you
that
still
came.
hate it that he
So
did
it was a gimmick. It was
some kind of a thing.
Okay.
It was a stunt.
No, so good
Fred
for
is
him then.
Because
I like that.
as you know, I'm generally on your side. I'm
Yeah,
not a
no,
big
no.
fan of
No, that's
like the
good.
This wasn't a-
like Dan Campbell would do it just because I want to
He
do
did
it.
it for other people. That's fine.
I
Time to
feel like
tough
that's
food
not getting
insecurity.
talked about enough, that was the context of it.
Right.
So
Yeah.
now everybody just thinks that he was being a hardo and just took his shirt
No,
off.
no, I like that.
Yeah,
Wasn't running the stairs before the game.
Nips for hot dogs.
Like Robert
That's
Saleh.
a fair trade.
exactly.
Yeah.
And dubs because he's Ben Johnson's a good coach.
That wasn't the answer you were looking for. Why do guys take it? Because of hot dogs.
Because of hot dogs,
I
Alex.
understand now. I get it.
I hope that
Got a
Evan
feeling
is
that's going to
right.
make the newsletter.
I hope Evan's right. I am rooting for Chicago in this game. I don't like Green Bay very much, and I do like what Ben Johnson's doing. I don't think that the Bears are on the Packers level. I'll take Green Bay both ways.
Well, not only are they on the Packers level, they're going to be in the Super Bowl against the Patriots.
Love
so the
it.
Bears are going to win.
Be a continuation.
Bears are going to win.
Rematch.
Sunday at 4:25 on Fox. It's the Rams at 9-3 at the Cardinals 3-9.
Rams by 7.5.
Paul's Rams.
Yeah, that's a good number.
Paul's Rams laid an egg last week.
Yeah, I don't care for Jacoby Brissett's chances in this game. I'm going to take the Rams.
Rams.
I have been impressed with Jacoby Brissett.
Complete and pass.
I have been impressed with him, but I like the Rams to bounce back.
So I think the Rams will absolutely win the game. I will take the hook, and I agree with Evan. The Cardinals somehow find a way to be more competitive than a team with no wins should be.
They're angry birds.
So I'll take the hook.
I'm going to go with the Rams both ways. We have a lot of different.
I know, it's going to be interesting.
It's going to be a
I
very
think this is the week I
interesting
turn it around.
Yeah,
fellas.
could be.
No,
Could be.
probably
Paul
not.
made a great comeback this year.
Sunday night, 8:20 on
Before we start-
NBC and
Don't call it a
Universal
comeback.
in the Peacock. It's Houston 7-5 at the Chiefs 6-6.
Another desperation game for both sides. Kansas City by 3.5.
Sugar.
It's a push.
Shoot, I don't know what to go with this one, guys.
Push.
I'm rooting for Houston kind of, but I'm going to take Kansas City at home. That's my default mode. Just 3?
3.5.
3.5. Okay.
3.5?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll lay it.
I'll take Kansas City, but I'll take a close game. Houston cover.
NBC and Fubo are in a dispute.
You're telling me about it right after I signed up for your Fubo.
We don't get NBC on Fubo, so we're actually having to watch Sunday Night Football on Peacock lately, which has been very annoying. But I am going to take Kansas City at home at Arrowhead because Houston playing outside. I don't trust them. I don't trust them to play in that environment.
Get some licks on Mahomes, though,
I'm going
maybe.
to take Kansas City.
I'm going to take Kansas City to win the game, but like Alex, I will take the hook and have the Texans lose by a field goal.
Yeah, I'm with you. If this was in Houston, I'd be picking Houston, but I'm worried about Houston's offense in Kansas City, so I will take the points. Kansas City wins, but they do not cover.
I can funk.
Monday night at 8:15 on ESPN, it's the 8-4 spiraling Eagles against the Chargers, who are also 8-4.
Philly by 3.
Philly. It's another interesting one. Would this be on the rooting interest guide? Would this be a? Do you have any? Do we care? I mean, is this the kind of thing
If
where
you
you're rooting
care-
for AFC teams to lose?
You want
generally?
to be warped minded? Yeah. You'd root for the Chargers because I don't think they're all that good, and you'd want them to make the playoffs.
Yeah, no, this one doesn't matter.
Paul's made for this.
That's good thinking.
Evidently, you're not allowed to do that, though. I used to do it for this very reason. But
I'm giving you an
evidently,
opportunity
you get,
to do it
You get
today.
the smoke if you do it, so I'm not doing it anymore.
I'll give you smoke.
I'm gonna
Sorry,
take Philly.
Buffalo.
I'll lay the points.
Same. Philly.
I'm tempted to take the Chargers, but Justin Herbert has like a broken hand.
Correct.
And he's going to play with it. I think.
He had surgery Monday.
Yeah,
and he's playing the following
so
Monday.
he has a broken left hand, so it's not his throwing hand, but he can't hand the ball off with his left hand.
It's the same thing with Rodgers.
Right, so they're all the snaps are gonna have to be in shotgun.
You can't go right.
Yeah, Philly.
Go left. You can't go right.
Long
You gotta
story
go
short,
right.
Philly.
Can't go left.
Yeah, I think this is a good matchup for Philly with their front against the 6th and 7th string tackles that the Chargers have been throwing out there. Philly both ways.
Yeah, as much as Philly is spiraling, this is they'll get this game because the Chargers are also on a downturn.
Battle of spiral.
All right, well that's it for this week. We didn't skip over anything because of course the Patriots aren't playing; they're on the bye. So hopefully everyone's getting rested up, including us. We'll be back next week. Paul, do you do a pregame show anyway, just to go out and just do a pregame show this
You'll be here
Sunday?
Saturday.
I'll be here Saturday, though, while you guys are enjoying your bye week.
I'm glad that
What
you
was
keep
me?
reminding us of that.
What was me?
You act like you're not going to enjoy that.
Yeah, no, he doesn't have to act.
Okay.
All right, so
Not going to be a lot of enjoyable.
So
in that.
the next time we'll see you is
love
next
work.
week. So we'll
Tuesday.
see you next Tuesday.
Hey, this is Alex. Thanks for tuning into the show. If you really want to help us, make sure you like us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Also, make sure you follow us on the New England Patriots YouTube channel to see this show and everything else we do here at the Patriots. Thanks a lot.